This is a Fubar Radio podcast. You can subscribe to the app on Apple and Android. Visit fubarradio.com for more details.
We're off. It's another edition of the Barry and Angelos show.
On Fubar Radio.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom.
And
You
that's
haven't got a jingle.
a jingle. There's
here we
one.
go. There we go.
Fubar!
How about this? We're going to kick things off. Music sounds better with you, Angelos.
I know it does, Barry.
it always?
Yeah. I always say that to myself when I'm sat in the bar, soaping me bits.
It's by Alvin Stardust. It's Music Sounds Better With You.
And Kiki D.
And Kiki D. How do I turn it? Oh, that's better.
Turn it down.
Stay with us for 3 hours. We have got some amazing guests.
I mean, they really are.
Really amazing.
Top drawer.
We've got top drawer people.
High-end guests.
Ted Malt off of the Everest ads. We've got
I was going to say
Checkers. He's going to be playing pop.
We've got Snorbits coming in.
Snorbits.
Like the theme tune from EastEnders.
Stay with us. Alvin Stardust.
And his leather glove there. You can just hear it rustling in the background behind the vocal.
You can. His voice, he must have been swallowing some helium. His voice has gone up a couple of octaves.
A few octaves there. I think he had his nuts tightened in Spain.
I heard that. You can go and have that done, can't you?
You can, just to raise your voice. You know, a lot of the X Factor people get that done.
They go out there, don't they?
They go out there and
Malaga
they say, look,
way.
I'm going on. I'm looking to get to at least judges' houses. Can you just give them a twist so that I can get up to the eye registers?
Well...
And then the Spanish doctor says... Yeah, look, it's a nice problem. You're going to sing Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley. I say, yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, give them a squeeze so I can get up there.
They've got specialist equipment out there, stainless steel stuff, and it just tightens the testicles.
Yeah, I know. They got all the clinics down in Malaga.
That's it, down Malaga way. Well, there's a cheaper version you can get round Carshalton.
Oh, yeah.
For any of your low-rent digital channel.
Yeah, someone just looking to get the boot camp, for example, might go Carshalton.
They might go Carshalton, and it's just a load of blokes come out the pub, they take her out and kick you between the legs. It's cheaper.
It's free.
And whether it's any more effective, I don't know.
I mean, but that does sound like dangerous, you know. There are some rogue medical practices that should be avoided because you don't know what the consequences and the heart attacks will be.
Well, being
kicked in the nuts by a bloke outside the pub. In Carshalton could have all sorts of implications.
There was an article about it in the British Medical Journal
saying
the Lancet tried to avoid that.
Yeah, go to Malaga.
It's not recognised under any medical treatise.
No, exactly. You want to get it signed off by the government, really, and you want before they kick you in the nuts, that you want to see at least a certificate.
Absolutely. My Margaret, she wanted a Jennifer Lopez style bottom. Enhancement.
Yeah, a bit of booty. Some junk in the trunk.
Junk in the trunk. And she'd seen Kim Kardashian, who hasn't, famously J-Lo, of course, always said she could balance a cup of coffee on her buttocks. My wife, you could open a branch in Starbucks on hers.
Oh, yeah.
But my Margaret...
Is that standing up with the you know, standing up with the bum
coming
and
round.
You just put your coffee on the bum when she stood up because it sticks out.
It sticks right out.
Like Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah, when she's backing into the car to go down the shops, her arse arrives about a day before the rest of her body.
That's right.
But the point is she
got its own passport, hasn't it?
Got her own passport. Yeah. So the point is she didn't want to pay for, proper... She won't pay the money. We ain't got the money.
No.
A friend of hers on the corner of off Capel Road runs a beauty therapy treatment. It's very, very cheap.
Yeah.
She got a balloon, bent her over, stuck it up her anus, blew it, and her arse come up like a treat.
Really?
Whether it's dangerous, I don't know.
No, well, you don't know, but this is the
risk you take.
Yeah, and also someone has to push the envelope Somebody has to break the mould.
I don't remember anyone pushing an envelope up there. That would probably be...
Well, that would be easier, wouldn't it?
It'd probably be easier.
Yeah,
Go on, what you
that.
say, break the mould, what?
I'm just saying that, in science, in medicine,
Oh, yeah.
there's always going to be people like your Louis Pasteurs,
That's it.
like your Bernardos,
Yeah.
right, that just, when they start to do stuff, people look at them and go, you are blinking nuts, mate.
You're a quack.
You're a nutcase,
Yeah.
and I ain't going anywhere near you. Can you imagine, right, in 1960, whatever it was, when
Yes.
Bernardo, the surgeon from South Africa, said, here, listen, I know there's something wrong with your ticker. It's
Yeah.
a bit dicky.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a heart from a pig.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it out of the pig. I'm going to stuff it in your chest. How does that sound?
People
to
say,
you?
what? Are you mad?
You nuts? Are you insane?
Are
you
lost,
crazy?
Have you lost control of your critical
Your
faculty?
bodily functions?
You're going to do what? Absolutely ridiculous. And sure enough...
It was,
worked.
yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't work, no, that was
didn't
a
work.
ridiculous
It was
thing
like
to do.
Frankenstein.
Put a pig's heart in the...
In the body of a
You must
human
think I'm
being.
born yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, and how much do you want for that then? How much do you want me to pay you to do that?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you like to-
Take me
yeah.
life savings.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Did it work? Sorry.
60 grand in the bank, so you stick a pig's heart in me chest. Oh, yeah, all right.
Anyone else got any ludicrous medical ideas?
That didn't
Shove 'em.
work.
Didn't work.
Right, so coming up on the show.
Coming up on the show.
We've got some super
Oh,
guests.
it gets better and better every week. Honestly, we have got, and this is no word of a lie, hang around for this, one of the most beautiful
women
ladies
ever made.
on God's earth.
Yeah, you can stuff your Kelly Brooks,
You can stuff your...
Kelly LeBrox.
You can stuff your Linda Lusardi.
Yeah, your Lindsay Dawn
Kenzie,
McKenzie.
Corrigan, who was one of the first Braidrigger, not Joe Corrigan, the
No.
ex-Man City keeper.
No.
Debbie Corrigan. Debbie Corrigan.
Fox, you can stuff Fox.
You can stuff
stuff
Mandy
who
Rice Davies.
Yeah, you can stuff Gabriella
Sabatini.
Sabatini.
Ooh, I tried
you
to
can-
once.
Oh, yeah, how'd you get on?
And
Concrete wall, isn't it?
oh, new balls, please, or a joke
Okay.
like that in
Yeah,
some
way,
tennis joke.
Yeah.
And
Change ends. Okay, so anyway,
okay, any
none of them.
None of them. It is the one and only
Sophie Anderton.
born 14th of. That's today.
February.
No, it's not. It's last week.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's a week ago. It's a
It's
week ago.
last
Born
week.
a
Well,
week ago.
We'll see whether she had a lovely birthday last
that's
week.
right.
She's a model, a reality television personality, and one of the sexiest ladies I've ever seen. Walk the earth. She's modelled for Gossard.
That's your bra people. For any blokes out there.
She's the
I think
face.
she's done pants as well. I don't know.
She's the face of Pants.
Oh, she's the face of pants.
And as opposed to me, whose face is Pants,
Pants, yeah.
and the Flora London Marathon, the British Berries Summer Fruits, Maxim.
What does that mean?
I don't know what any of that means.
What is that? What, has she done the marathon? Is she the marathon?
She's eaten Flora and she's eaten some berries.
Fruits and run the marathon on it.
She's modelled for Maxim, the gentleman's top shelf periodical.
Well, let's try and find a few of those pictures on the Googles, please, lady.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Peacocks, which is,
Oh, I like
I'm
that.
assuming...
It's for
I
the
don't know-
oversized women, isn't it?
Oh, well, that's it for oversized women.
Or old ladies, or...
Undersized men, peacock
Undersized.
sounds like, doesn't it?
Sound like that.
And La Senza,
Oh, I like them.
which is...
Oh, you know who owns La Senza, don't you?
Anne Widdecombe.
No. Try again. Close. You're very close to
Is
that.
it Sally Burko, the speaker's...
No, again, extremely
Is it a
close.
lady or a
It's a
man?
man.
Jeremy Beadle?
No. Oh,
Who is it?
blimey. You just, missed it by a hair's breadth.
Henry Kelly off of Going for Gold.
No.
Murray Walker?
No.
Des Walker, the former England centre defender?
Yeah. No.
Is it Dolladon Aitchison?
No, they do eyes.
Who is it then?
It's Theosicites.
Does he
He
really?
owns La Senza.
Is La Senza
Who also,
Greek
he
then?
owns Ryman's as well. Diamonds and
He's no
Lacenza.
fool, is
No,
he?
he's right across knickers and pens.
Is he really?
Yeah, which is when he grew up and he said to his mum, when I get older, I'm going to go into knickers and pens. She
Yeah.
went, all right, mate. Okay, off you go.
Oh,
and he made millions at knickers and pens.
I'd love to get into knickers. And Lacenza is presumably Greek for slightly tarty clothing.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
not.
It's
I
like,
mean, I don't know whether it's as upmarket as Victoria's Secret
I think so.
or Angela Summers or
Accessorise.
accessorise isn't sexy wear, is it?
No, I don't think it is, no.
Or the sex shop that lady told us about last week
What,
on the high street in Worthing or wherever it was.
her dad's section.
Her dad's sex shop.
Sexy, is it? I don't think Theo Fetus owns that.
No, and make
He
this,
owns Lacenza.
I would make it perfectly clear if Theo Paphitis
He's
lawyers
listening.
listening, at no point has the dragon known as Paphitis owned any kind of sex shop
No.
selling a variety of
Grubby magazines.
magazines,
Rubber items.
peephole
whips,
bras,
crotchless pants.
panties,
Blow up dolls.
gentlemen's periodical leisure pamphlets,
or any sort of Eastern European DVD type video.
or things that widen your sphincter pills. That is not the Paphitis. I wouldn't lay that
But
as
Sophie Anderson has modelled for
She's
Lacenza.
borrowed for Lacenza. That doesn't mean that she endorses any of those products.
No.
Let's make that perfectly clear.
Oh, yeah.
Nor round with the come. Sophie has appeared in the TV series Simply the Best.
What was that then?
I think it was that's Bistow, isn't it?
I thought
Or
it
Guinness.
was Chris Eubank.
Chris Eubank. And the celebrity edition of the UK version of Fear Factor. Never heard of any of these.
I've heard of that.
And in 2005, she appeared in the programme Cold Turkey,
Oh, dear.
which documented her attempts to quit smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
She later became a representative for the smoking cessation programme. In fact, the more I look down, it goes on and on
channel,
and on.
What channel was that on then?
What, the Fear
The
Factor?
anti-smoking programme.
Oh, it was
Cold Turkey.
the smoking channel.
Oh, that must be deep into the channels.
Oh, it's all
That
right. That was late at night.
deep,
Don't wanna put...
deep into the channels.
Well, I remember the smoking
On the
channel.
Sky Box.
Used to be lovely. The smoking channel on Sky 457.
Yeah.
You used to have...
Just past the God channel.
yeah, early morning smoke.
Yeah. and then 11 o'clock, the magazine show Smoke Rings.
Yeah, Smoke Rings was lovely,
good, wasn't
wasn't
it?
it?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
remember Chemotherapy 2 to 4? They used to do a lovely, lovely... And then the evening programme, Radiation...
Stub It Out.
Stub It Out.
Stub It Out was good, wasn't it? Yeah.
Radiation News.
Radiation.
That was nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Different hairstyles. If you've had all your hair come off, that would be on
yeah.
about 9 to 10.
Buttons.
Buttons
on the
funny,
floor was that
wasn't it?
comedy programme
Yeah, it
they
was their
done.
satirical smoking
Yeah, it was
sketch
very
show.
funny.
Buttons.
Hosted by Craig Charles.
Oh, wasn't that funny? That lovely. And they used to have the special night talk, like the final
Yeah,
sign
yeah,
up with
oh,
Doc
yeah.
Cotton, which she'd have a fag and say,
So what's wrong with you, my darling?
yeah.
What can I do for you?
And she'd do that. And then there was that fellow who just used to have to burp a good night because he had a hole
Yeah,
in his
tracheotomy.
Yeah. Good night,
Honestly,
everybody.
they had it all covered,
Enjoy
didn't
your smoking.
Yeah.
It was lovely, the smoking
they?
show.
Sleep well if you can. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Step out with me, won't you? Lovely. I used to love the smoking
So that
channel.
was Channel 457, and that got kicked off
Oh,
due
you're
to
not-
lack of funds.
Oh, the old awkward squad,
Oh,
the PC
yeah.
brigade.
They
didn't like it.
marched in, closed it down.
That's lovely. Now, what's it replaced with? Oh, what is it? It's the Fruit Channel or something.
Yeah, something like that,
It's
innit?
the,
Yeah.
the-
Squash Fruit Channel.
Dietary fibre channel. That is it. 5547.
Yeah, that's it,
no
yeah.
fun, no more.
Elf.
Dietary fibre with Jermaine Greer still hosting.
She's still hosting it. She's got to get paid somehow.
Humorless.
Got a mortgage to pay,
Humorless.
presumably.
Who else have we got on the go today, Angelos? You'll never believe it. David Van Day off of Dollar. Now, David Van Dyke, for any young people, was one of the most major pop stars this country's ever produced.
Yeah.
Bowie,
That's
Jagger,
right.
the Beatles, Lennon McCartney,
Cliff
Richards, Elgar, and David Van Dyke. He was part of the pop duo Dollar.
Mm-hmm.
He was also a member of the 1970s vocal group Guys and Dolls.
Know what?
Guys and Dolls.
Wind it back there a minute.
He was a member of the
Boy.
1970s vocal group Guys and Dolls.
What vocal group
I
called
don't
Guys
know.
and Dolls?
They were a latter-day version of Bucks Fizz.
It doesn't make any sense to me. That's going to take a couple of hours to piece together.
It really is, but luckily we've got 3 hours, and during that time we're going to speak to Van Dyke.
To the man himself who can tell us.
Himself. In the early 2000s, Van Dyke operated a burger van in Brighton, earning him the nickname, can you guess?
Burger Day.
Burger Van Dyke.
Burger Van Dyke.
Oh, it's lovely. And in May 2007, David Van Dyke stood as a Conservative candidate for Brighton and Hove City Council in East Brighton, but neither he nor the other 2 Conservatives were successful in gaining a seat. Well, down Brighton way.
Yeah, anyone can get in.
I would imagine you have to be, as long as you've got a dog on the string. And
exactly.
You know,
bottle of white lightning.
Bottle of white lightning, anyone can get you.
Anyone can have a go. You got a spliff on the go, you just pass that round the seat.
Down there.
Yeah, you can have my vote.
Gosh,
yeah.
Any time.
Do what you like.
We've got also the brilliant Phil Cornwell.
Ah,
a proper comedian.
Talent.
And
Talent in the room.
And he is coming on later on, but in the meantime, I've just seen through the glass.
The gorgeous
Sophie
Anderton
is actually
has
here.
arrived. She's in the building. She's beautiful in the flesh
as she is on the telly. So she's going to be coming after this. Play that funky music. White boy. Here we go. She's here.
in the room. Just carry on playing the funk. Oi, what? I can hear all sorts of echo there.
What's going on?
What's going on?
I don't know.
What have you opened, Barry?
Hello. Oh, I put up the guest one, and it's not quite working properly.
Doing all sorts. You'll have to hang on, Sophie. I'm afraid.
We have got in the room Sophie Anderton, and let me show you something. If I do this, all our voices go funny. You see.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to have to hang on, I'm afraid. It's your professional outfit you're with, my darling.
Poor Sophie. She's coming in. She's absolutely beautiful.
She's beautiful.
And
she's knackered.
But she is a wonderful, wonderful lady. She's coming, and she was out last night. She hasn't gone mad. No. She knew she was doing an interview today.
Oh, look at him padding here.
And look, here we go. Look, there's someone's coming
in here. He's
a young man has come in.
Quick. Here he comes.
He's come to fiddle with some bits and pieces.
That's it there. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen.
The truth is, he don't really know what he's doing.
No.
He's shaking his head. It doesn't help our guest. We're embarrassed. She's sitting tight. We'll edit all of this out later. And it's still, you see, he's put it up and nothing's happening.
No, we
Speak
can't
to us, Soph.
Hello.
There you are, you see.
Nice,
Good morning.
Oh, let's just do it like this.
Hello, Soph. I'm going to come and share this with you.
I don't think it make any difference, Barry.
No?
No, mate. No.
Sophie Louise Anderton, born in 1970 in Bristol, England, a model and reality television personality. She's modelled for Gossard. Well, we went to the Flora London Marathon. You didn't actually model for them, did you?
Have you been on Wikipedia?
No.
Where did you get this?
We sent a researcher out.
Don't worry about that. We'll leave that. The most vital thing we're here to talk about is that you are training to climb Kilimanjaro?
Yes, I am. It's my 5th anniversary in recovery from drugs. So thank you.
Well done.
And so I will be summiting actually on my birthday in September.
What's the actual date?
Ironically, it's September the 11th. It wasn't a chosen date, it just happens to be that date.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things at the moment which I'm doing, which is a huge amount of training, but it's fantastic fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Wonderful. Talk us through your schedule. How much training are you doing?
Well, I'm getting up on average about 5:30 every morning, 6 o'clock. I'm doing about 6 sessions of Bikram yoga a week. I'm doing
the hot yoga.
Yeah, the hot yoga.
Really
I'm doing
hot, innit?
boot camp Pilates as well. I'm doing a lot of cycle for cardio.
How much? What, cycle on a stationary bike?
Stationary bike, yes, which actually quite funnily last week I must be the only person who can actually fall off a stationary bike, which I did the other week.
How'd you manage that then?
I got a little bit carried away going a bit too fast, and my feet slid off the pedals, and I literally went flying.
You can change gear, can't you, on them?
Not on a stationary bike.
Well, when you're dancing and going quite at a speed, it's actually it's very, very, very hard work.
That's an extraordinary image you put in our
And then obviously I'm doing altitude training as well. So
how do you do that then?
It's training in a room which is the similar environment to the high altitude, which is really difficult. And I have to say, it does actually take it out of you. Yeah. I mean, doing 1 hour in there is hardcore. It's literally like doing about 5 sessions in the gym.
But you know what they say, Sophie? On Kilimanjaro, they say that quite often women get to the top more than men do.
Well, I've heard that, and actually, funny enough, one of my girlfriends, DJ Laura, she's just actually summited at the beginning of the year. And she smokes, and she didn't do much training, and she got to the top, and not a problem whatsoever. So,
would you want to get to the top in a record time?
No, I just want to get to the top safely, and I've got a lot of people sponsoring me. People have been so generous, and I just, I just want to achieve what I want to achieve, which is summiting on my birthday.
The question is, who do you go up there with?
I'm actually going up with my best friend Sabina. I roped her into it.
Is she doing as much training as you?
Oh, she trains. She's militant anyway. No. We're quite competitive actually. Funny enough.
You are.
But we're doing it together. Our attitude is we want to get up there. We want to be safe and to have an amazing experience. So knowing the two of us, we'll probably talk our way to the top.
And you are a self-confessed recovering.
Yes, and I'm very proud of it.
Very proud of it, exactly. And so, do you think that with the amount of exercise you're doing, you have an addictive personality, you are getting stuck into the...
When I commit to something, I commit to it fully. And this is no mean feat, summiting Kilimanjaro. I just actually completed Tough Mudder 3 weeks ago.
They're good fun.
Oh my God, that was hard. I did it in 3 hours.
12 miles?
I've got bruises and cuts and all sorts. Yeah, it was 12 miles, but it's actually not the mileage is nothing. I mean, that was the easy part. It's when they call it Tough Mudder, I now understand why. Because I knew it was going to be muddy, but not quite up to the knee, knee high like it was. And actually, the obstacles are the hardest. There was one which is the mud hills, and it actually got closed down once we completed it because it was so dangerous, and people were actually getting so badly injured from it. And there were like really sharp rocks sticking out of the mud. And there's like literally six 3 metre high mud hills. Near impossible to climb up. I mean, I was lucky. I had 3 guys pushing me up and 3 guys catching me at the other end.
I'm sure you did.
Tell me.
Oh, it was fabulous fun.
You're a very beautiful lady. But before you was a model, were you, and so is Sophie, but before you was a model, were you a sort of tomboy who used to like to do that sort of thing? Because
rolling
it's
around
not
in the mud.
I am a tomboy.
Rolling around in the mud, not something you normally... I can't see Naomi Campbell doing that.
No, I couldn't. I know Naomi very well, and I can never see her actually completing Tough Mudder or wanting to do it, actually.
No, indeed.
I've always been somewhat of a tomboy. I mean, I cracked my head open 3 times skateboarding, doing BMXing, all sorts of things before I was, before I started modelling. I started modelling at 14, so then I started being more careful. But I have a couple of scars on my forehead from extreme sports, rock climbing, abseiling.
What did you do before you model?
I was at school. I started modelling at 14. Yeah, I was in Tokyo by the time I was 16.
Dangerously young to be modelling.
I know. I wouldn't. If I have a daughter, she certainly won't be modelling until she's 18.
Gee, dangerously
That's
young.
it,
isn't it,
really,
Barry?
and what
I know
is-
you were modelling at the age of 11, but look
I
what's happened
was.
to you.
There's
You had two new hips.
a lot of temptations at that time. I'd be going up and down the catwalk.
Yeah, right.
I don't know whether it was the call for that type of fashion in them days.
Some of the stuff you wore.
Oh,
as
blimey,
well.
I was...
like a clown.
Oh, yeah, I used to do every year, at Walthamstow, the Millets show.
Yeah.
I'll be displaying some of their long pants, string
slippers.
vests, slippers.
Yeah.
Lovely slip. I've got some lovely slippers. And so what are some of the... Well, it's kind of obvious, really, but what are some of the awful things about... going to work as a model at 14. I mean, it must have been a whirlwind of fun, wasn't it?
Only on one hand. Great.
It was incredible fun. I mean, obviously, I hadn't left school at that point. I was very lucky because I was earning large sums of money from a very young age.
Were you lucky, though?
I think I was, actually. I've had the most amazing life, and now I definitely have to say all the things that I went through at a young age have set me up for the rest of my life, and I am where I am today, and I'm very grateful to everything that I've experienced. For modelling, I do think at 14 is too young.
Yes.
I will admit that.
Yes.
And I think my mother would say the same, but I was so headstrong that my parents preferred to give me their blessing rather than me just going off, because I would have done it. I was incredibly headstrong at that age.
And at 82, is it too old?
So you could get back into it now.
I could get up. I'll put on a couple
Well, I'm
of
sure you can
pounds.
model some Zimmer frames.
Yes, exactly. Sit you in the stand of steering. Fantastic. So,
Right, well, that's cruel, but...
not at all,
not
Barry.
at all.
I mean, you pull it off beautifully. So yes, you're a DJ now.
Yes.
It's one of the things I do. I mean, I'm still modelling, but DJing I do part-time. It's great fun.
You model around Europe.
I do. I model around the world. I mean, I'm modelling in England. I'm concentrating more on my businesses. I've got my own lingerie brand, which is launching at the end of the year. I've got my own jewellery brand, which I'm designing.
Are these earrings your own?
No, these are actually it's actually a company that I work with.
Beautiful.
So
Very nice,
I have
aren't
lots and lots and lots of business work going on
Nice.
in this country, and my businesses are taking up all my time. So when I'm not working on those, I am travelling a lot.
When you're not training. I mean,
Well, when I'm not training, when I'm not concentrating on designing, my life is very full. I mean, I do DJ, but I don't do nightclubs anymore.
No.
On the whole, I mean, it's not a strict rule, but I just don't feel comfortable with it. It was a great training ground for me at the beginning, but I'm doing more high-end events now, more fashion, more private clients.
staying
I mean,
out
I'm
of-
booked up in Saint-Tropez this summer. I'm DJing.
You're staying
on-
out of dangerous places. So.
It's not dangerous for me. I mean, it's 5 years now, so I mean, to be honest, that world is so alien to me now. But I just, at 37, which I was the grand age of 37 yesterday, I just feel that it's not really an environment that I actually want to be in, and I prefer...
Oh, tell that to Fat Boy Slim. He's like 60, still banging them out.
I prefer DJing in a more my comfort zone, which is private events, for high-end fashion events, and private clients.
Well,
Right.
listen, I'll tell you what, we want to... Can you hang around a bit, or have you got to
Yes,
go
I can,
climbing
Mum,
up
I-
a mountain?
No, I can hang around for a
Well,
little
look,
bit.
we're going to have a little bit of a song, then we're going to come back, and I want to ask you about some of them reality shows.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Briefly, just briefly.
Just
we,
briefly.
we don't have to go mad. But
Well, I've
just-
done enough.
Get the yin and the yang.
Well, look, this is
What's this?
the Shaman, Forever People.
Oh, I do like them.
Sophie Anderson's in it. Wonderful.
Real beauty.
Forever People.
Forever People.
The Shaman.
On reflection, they can stick that up their arse. That
I
one.
think we've had enough of that. We get the basic idea. Anyway, with us
I was
is...
never a fan of theirs.
That's terrible, wasn't it?
Awful.
They done these are good, these are good, these are good.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one.
Okay.
Ease.
He's
good.
He's a good...
So we're here with Sophie
Anderson.
Hello, boys.
Now, what we wanted to ask you...
Focus on.
Focus for the second. You done Big Brother 12.
Oh, yes.
That wasn't the viewing figures, that was the series. Now, who was you
I
on
have
with?
been.
Oh, God, I'm forgetting.
Not our friend Barrymore, was it?
No. Carol McGriffin, Charlotte from Geordie Shore.
Oh, she's got her own show.
Listen, it was a right array of A-listers in there.
Yes, wasn't it? God, who else?
Louis Walsh. Actually,
Walsh?
funny enough, my favourite
Don't
people.
remember it.
Lauren Harries.
We're getting her on the show.
Yeah, her.
We like
her,
her.
not
Get her
him.
on the
We
show.
like her.
And make sure you say her.
Does
We
she
will
still
definitely-
talk about antiques, or she moved on from that now?
I believe she does. I mean, she's lovely. She's completely bonkers.
Yes.
Great fun. I absolutely. Once you get to know her and you actually understand what she's about, she's a fantastic woman.
She's good fun.
But no, there were some fun people in the house. I mean, Ron Atkinson, I love to pieces.
Oh,
I like the older.
Ron.
I know. I like the older people. I mean, funny enough, the people I didn't think I'd get on well with, I absolutely adored. The people everyone assumed I would get on very well with, I actually could not wait to get away from.
We've had a couple of Big Brother types in there, haven't we? Kenzie, we had
Dame
Bowers.
Yeah, they've
And
both
we-
been on. John McCririck.
John McCririck.
Oh, well, yeah, he's an interesting character.
You met him?
I nearly throttled him on BB
dear.
Bots. No, he was just.
Hold on
I
a
think
minute, Sophie.
when
We'll
you think
We'll have to
Rewind.
cover this story.
Go on,
Okay.
What happened?
You nearly throttled him on what?
on BB Bots, you know they have bit on the side.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, and he was really rude to Liz Jones, like really gunning for her, and I
you
was just like,
surprise me?
so he'd ask her. No, she's a lovely
No,
woman.
I'm talking about him.
But he would ask her a question and then interrupt her when she was trying to answer.
Yeah.
And you could see that she was getting really upset. And he was so aggressive with her. And I was like, literally on television, turned around and kind of pretend strangled him.
Oh, my
Throttling.
goodness.
I'm actually quite surprised we didn't get loads of complaints.
Oh no, I don't think you'd have got any. We chatted to him the other day, John McCririck.
He's a bit
on here.
pongy.
Is
I had to
he?
sit
What, in
next
real
to him. I was a
life?
bit like, oh God,
Really?
please, deodorant. You know.
I think he's a little down in the dumps. now,
He's a
isn't
bit
he?
down.
Since
We
he-
spoke to him on here the other day, and he was a little bit abrasive at times.
He was, isn't he? I mean, but
Yeah,
depressed people
yeah.
can be that way.
that way.
You
But
know.
so some of the things that when some of these reality people we've had on here have said is, you do feel under scrutiny. Obviously, that's the aim of the show.
I mean, listen, let's
How
be
did
honest. You
find
go on
it?
one of those shows,
What
it
do you
doesn't matter
expect?
whether it's Strictly Come Dancing, I'm a Celebrity, Big Brother, they're all much of a muchness. You are under scrutiny. It's an intense amount of pressure. People love to criticise, but I'd love to see people go into that house and be in the public eye.
Yes.
And, we're under scrutiny at the best of times, but usually you can go home. You go to an event, you go home.
exactly.
So it's a short period,
You
but to
can
do it
decompress.
24/7.
Yes, I'd imagine the clue is in the format of the show, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Reality TV
there's
show.
cameras
Hidden
pointing.
camera.
When I was
Well, I
under
thought-
scrutiny, what exactly do you think was going to happen?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, when I went in that, because I've done I'm a Celebrity and, and a couple of other shows, I thought, okay, I'll be able to, it won't be that difficult. But for me, what I found really difficult was because you're living in a sort of, I suppose it's a manufactured environment, but you still got bathrooms and kitchens. It's not like I'm a Celebrity.
No.
So you do fall into sort of how... it's kind of everyday things. So you make your own cup of tea, this, that, and the other. So what I found very difficult, though, was living with people who are absolutely filthy, no sense of hygiene, personal hygiene,
Yes.
or taking into account other people as well. I mean, it was disgusting in that house. And I think for me, I found it that very difficult. And also the fact that these people just had no consideration for other people's feelings, and it was completely unnecessary.
You must never do one of these shows with Barry, because I think that,
he would have been a pleasure in comparison to Carol McGriffin.
Sometimes. Oh,
ding.
Carol McGriffin. Wait, I noticed.
Carol McGriffin.
We'll get her.
Get
in.
her on the line.
Now, we also, talking to Carol McGriffin,
Who
it
is
says
Carol
in that
McGriffin?
she was off. Was she married to Chris Evans?
Yes, she was actually.
She's on. She was
Funny
on.
enough, apparently he announced that he wanted to get divorced on radio.
That you do surprise me. What a
Was I
bombshell
the-
that would be. Something
No,
like
Really?
but after living with her for 2 weeks, I actually can understand why.
Well, you know what? It says here on this piece of paper you've appeared on Looser Women. Is that a misprint or?
No, Looser Women was something with Loaded magazine, and
Some
my
real-
girlfriend Nicola, she presented it, so it wasn't actually a misprint.
Oh, I had visions of
It's a
some-
very funny TV
some-
show.
right,
Basically, it's like
outside.
girls sitting in the, like a girls' night in, sitting around
I
in their
know it,
lounge,
I know it, yeah.
basically gossiping, talking about men's sex,
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
And that's what
Yes.
that shows, and it's hysterical.
We should go on there.
Oh, well, I've
Because
said it-
Nicola's a friend of mine, it ended up, the couple of times I went on there, it ended up being far more informative, I think, to the viewers than it was meant to.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my wife, occasionally, she has the girls round in our front room.
Doing a bingo.
Doing a bingo and that. And one night they had Anne Summers lady
she
come
come
along.
round, yeah.
Anyway, I come in from the Legion
Yeah.
about 11 o'clock and I'm
You
minding
had
my
a
own
skin-
Were
business.
they running around in crotchless knickers?
They were. They really were. And it was they was
All them rubber sticks
They had the rubber sticks.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I couldn't beat them off with a dirty stick that
yeah.
lot. They wanted to kiss and cuddle me.
Well, they wanted to try it all out.
They
didn't
wanted to
Barry?
try
I can't
it
blame
all
them.
out.
All the stuff they bought.
The stuff they bought a basque. They bought a basque.
Yeah.
And they all tried
What,
it on.
herringbone?
Herringbone basque. So my Margaret tried it on,
Right.
and then a couple of the
God.
others. They could get two in the one that she tried on, and they got ever so saucy. And in the end, I had to say, "You're going to have to go because I can't keep up with you." you know.
Exactly, Barry.
And it was-
Chuck him out.
I had to chuck them out. I said, "Do you mind? I'm happily married. This ring means something." And I showed them that, and I got them a
did it,
cab,
yeah.
and I went home and said, "Margaret, never do that
Never
again."
do that again.
But you know what? After that, we made sweet love.
Oh, 3 days.
We made sweet love for
It's very
3
revealing, isn't it?
days.
I
In
know.
the end, the
This
council...
is better than a girls' night
The
in.
council had to come round, get a hoist.
Yeah.
I was so exhausted just to get me off her.
Well, just like smash the roof in.
They smashed the
They just
roof
smashed
in.
the
It was
roof
like
in,
one of them
pulled you off from
documentaries.
Room the Fat People
I didn't need pulling
documentaries.
off after that, I'll tell you that.
Half
but
Town
they-
Hospital.
They got me in and I had to go into Half Ton Hospital. Documentary team, all because of that night. So, gentlemen, if you
Beware.
have- beware.
Beware.
Don't have a load of ladies round. I digress. The point is about the trip up Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro?
What does it raise money for, and how do people give
Nice
money?
one,
you know?
Barry.
Well, you can text. I mean, you can text in, and you can text in
What's the text?
£10.
Where to?
Well, I'll give it to you later. I haven't got it in front of
Hasn't
me.
got it in front
So
of
I
her.
know my phone's in the other room.
Okay,
Ladies
don't
in
worry.
the other room.
But no,
Don't
there's
go
a Just
through her
Giving
phone.
page. There's a Just Giving page. And to make it easier for friends and family and people on my social media, we've actually done it so you can just text. So it takes literally 10 seconds.
What does
and
it-
it's £10.
But the money, how does it go to helping addiction?
Well, it goes to Action on Addiction, and it's actually helping fund Hope House, which is the only aftercare facility of its kind in London, which I find absolutely appalling.
Yeah.
The government have pulled the funding, so it's privately funded now, which I just find, again, appalling, especially since I voted for David Cameron, so I could throttle him.
How revealing.
How revealing.
But no, I mean, in this day and age, I mean, the fact that there's so little avenues for people who do suffer from addiction, who can't afford to go off to one of these swanky rehab centres, which actually, to be honest, they're not the cure. They're a temporary band-aid, as I see it. You need to have aftercare facilities when you come back from one of them. Because the prime time where you will relapse is within the first 6 months or a year. So you need to have that 6 months in an aftercare facility and be slowly integrated back into society, just to learn to deal with the smallest things, like even walking around to the newsagents. I mean, the smallest things can trigger you off. And this facility is incredible. Duchess Cambridge is patron of the charity.
That's
Very
Katie
nice, Kate
Middleton.
Middleton.
Yeah, so which is
Phone
incredible.
hacked 165 times by Glimmerton.
And it is the most amazing facility. I mean, I wish there had been something available to me 5 years ago like this facility, or I'd known about it.
How
And
much are you hoping to raise, Sophie?
I'm hoping to raise about £25,000,
That's a lot of money.
which
isn't
would
it?
That's a
actually
lot of
fund.
money.
They do have special cases where they actually do allow you to go to the facility for free. So it would actually fund 5 people going through 6 months of rehab
not very
and save 5 lives.
Why does it cost so much money to send people through?
Well,
rehab?
unfortunately, you have the therapies, you have obviously the bills and the food costs and this, that, and the other. And at the end of the day, there's a massive, massive demand
Yes.
out there for beds because there is. I mean, you forget 1 in 3 people suffer from addiction, whether it's. We're not talking just drug or alcohol addiction. We're talking bulimia, anorexia, self-harming. a whole variety of mental health problems. And unfortunately, in this country, there's a big stigma that goes with it, which I just find ridiculous. I love the Americans because they embrace recovery.
Oh, I love it.
If you say you're in AA or an NA, they're
it's
like, hallelujah, you're so cool. Yeah, it's a badge of honour. Whereas in this country, for some reason, being in recovery and being proud, you shouldn't be proud of it. It should be something which should be swept under the carpet. Well, I don't believe that.
Well, look, Sophie, listen, I've got the details here.
Oh, fabulous.
Text number, right, you text SLAN7.
Slan?
Is that right? SLAN 77, and that gives £10.
Yes.
£10 towards Sophie's challenge. SLAN 77.
Get up the mountain.
Or, and you text it to 70070. 70070.
That's the most unclearest set of directions.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Do you want me to read it out?
Let him do it because he knows what he's doing.
No, don't worry, Seb. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Or justgiving.com/Sophie-Anderson1.
Oh, there we go.
Goodness me. So that's justgiving.com/Sophie-Anderson1.
But I have to say the text is much easier, guys. I mean, you go online, it is a little bit of a...
Sophie, can we ask you, if you raise like over £25,000, anything you raise over that, then you just give to us? Is that okay?
That's wonderful.
No, because you've got the 25,000. That's how much you need. The rest of it,
I'll have a little ponder on that one. I doubt it, though.
Buy a new Escort with that.
Yeah.
So you know.
I think it may need to go to the needy. I don't see either of you being that needy.
Have you seen what he's driving there?
Excuse me, I come in a pair of slippers this morning, so thank you.
Well, so would I if I was working here.
Sophie, we are. What I will say is, money can raise so many. Can improve so many lives. I want to thank you for coming in.
Oh, thank you for having me. Honestly, I've really enjoyed it.
Beautiful lady.
People tend to enjoy it.
Little kiss later. And in the meantime...
Do I get a cuddle?
Yes. Of course you do.
Yeah.
In the meantime, though money does give so many wonderful things to so many people, the best things in life are for free! Bye-bye, Sophie.
Bye-bye.
Best of luck,
Bye-bye.
Boys, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Free.
Oh, that isn't true. I tried to get hold of a pair of roller skates the other day, and they were great fun, but they were going to cost me £25.
Oh, absolutely.
And if someone said, yeah, you can have them for free, I'm like, oh no, mate, there could be something wrong with the wheel, there could be something wrong with the bearings. I'm not putting my life at risk to get a free pair of roller skates.
Luther Vandross and Janet Jackson, it's all very admirable, but when was the last time you went into Londis and wanted a Twix and said,
yeah, I ain't paying for that.
I ain't paying for that.
I ain't got the money.
I ain't got the money. And he goes, oh, well, that's how much it costs. What's it, 60p?
Yeah, I say so, something like that.
Well, the best things in life are free, mate.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I want a Twix, so.
And they go, no, cough up. So clearly that's nonsense.
I don't know where you got your idea for that from.
Crazy.
Absolutely nuts.
This is from the Watford Observer.
Okay.
Chip shop whiffs set to see flats windows sealed shut, basically.
Right, let's try and work out what they mean from that.
What do you think that means?
Well, let me tell you what I think it means. So, chip shop whiffs.
Yeah, the smell of chips.
The smell of chips.
No, lovely.
Oh, I like the smell of chips.
So do I.
Oh, my God. In fact, if I could, I'd have it pumped into my house. Oh. But that's just me. I realise not everybody's like me.
If I had my way, I'd rub a Savaloy behind Margaret's ears so when we went out of the night,
you could have a little sniff around the back of her ear.
Snuzzle behind her
and get a whiff of that pink sausage.
Get a whiff of that or a Cornish pasty. Oh, go on, what you going to say?
Well, I was just breaking down the title for us.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Whiffs of the chips means that windows will be sealed.
That's correct.
Okay,
so new flats.
New flats. So the smell of the chip shop is causing the new flats to be built with sealed windows.
Very strange, isn't it? I think they get round the regulations.
What regulations?
Being the chip, it's in the EC chip regulation.
What, European
chips. Chips in brackets, battered sausage. Farage.
Yeah.
Oh, he's pushing against a battered sausage.
Oh, he certainly
He
is.
really is.
Yeah,
I've got the pictures at home.
Yeah, no,
but,
all over the internet. internet.
They're all over the internet, fromage and a battered sausage, you know. But, if they had their way, we wouldn't be allowed a battered sausage.
No.
Them European
Bureaucrats.
meddling bureaucrats.
Europrats is what I call them.
That's what I call them.
And I call them now.
I'm calling them that now, because you've done it.
Yeah, I know.
I mightn't have that.
You could have it. Yeah, Europrats.
Europrats.
He's not, though, is he, Farage?
He's in favour of the sausage.
Is he?
Oh, he loves a battered sausage, Farage.
Would he like to see sausages all over Europe?
He would like to see the march of the British sausage, and not this foreign muck.
I was going to say,
The
because you get the
Frankfurter
German sausage,
That's
didn't
not
you?
a sausage, is it?
You get the German sausage in the little cupboards around Germany, and they're called Schnellimbiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to the Schnellimbiss and you say, can I have eine Currywurst? Currywurst mit Frit.
Yeah, bitter.
Bitteschön.
And they go, eine Currywurst with bit.
Currywurst mit Bits.
And then they put it out and you go, that's a Frankfurter, that ain't a sausage.
Lying crouch.
That's what they're like.
Anyway, back to the chips.
Let's get away from the German sausage.
Yeah,
The chip shop is being built. It's beating regulations. Being able to move closer to the chip shop, a bonus for any. You know, and I think that's a wonderful thing. If I were looking for a new flat, I'd look
get as
at.
close to
I'd
the
do a
chip shop as you
search.
can.
Yeah, I'd check out all the foundations. I'd make sure there's no outstanding debts. I'd pay stamp duty, but above all, I'd make sure it was within 50 to 60 yards of the chip shop.
Yeah.
That's the main.
Codfather.
The Codfather. That's the main criteria. And preferably one of them chip shops that does the ketchup on that, not with a fiddly sachet. It's literally out.
A pump action.
A pump action.
Pump action thing.
So-
I like the chip shops that do like chips, and because now you get chip shops that do pizzas and kebabs.
Oh, they
and
do the
fries. I mean, they do
works.
everything. They do everything.
They do the work.
Yeah, some people like to just have chips, chip shops to be specialist chip shops.
Yeah.
Some people like to have chip shops combined with pizza, chicken and kebab.
Chicken and kebab.
Where do you stand on this argument, Barry from Watchford?
Thank you for bringing me into the discussion, Angelos Epifemia. I'm very keen for them to sell a variety of deep fried goods. Okay. However, the thing I find unacceptable, and this is a well-known comedy basic, is you go in and you go, just a portion of chips, please.
Oh, yeah?
And they go, that'll be 5 minutes. And you think, well, it says above, you sell fish and chips. What's the problem? Why 5 minutes? It's lunchtime. What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, you think someone was going to come in and say,
I'll have a tagliatelle.
Yeah, exactly. A lobster.
I'll have the lobster,
thermidor.
please. Oh, yeah, OK, well, we've got that in the heater cabinet.
Problem.
So, just some chips, please. Oh, that'll be 5 to 10 minutes.
You know
all right, I'll just have a piece of fish. All right, then you see him go to a freezer, get it out, dip it in what looks like some runny ice cream.
That's right.
Drop it in and you go, that'll be like 8 minutes. You go, well,
listen, mate.
It says fish and chips.
Yeah,
outside. What
have you been doing
all morning?
What
have you
been
doing? Reading The Current Bun and watching Loose Women?
Yeah.
What did you think people were going to come in here for exactly?
At lunchtime.
At lunchtime.
What did you think they was going to do?
You know.
Yeah, I like it when you go to a fish and chip shop and you go in there and you go, hello, love. And she's like, hello, darling.
Yeah,
and you go, can I have, I'll have a bit of cod, please?
Yeah.
And there's silence.
Yeah.
And they look up from their bit of paper and they look up and they stare you in the face and they go, what, no chips?
Yeah.
And you go, no, just a bit of cod. And it's like their world's fallen in.
What, no chip?
Well,
no, is it that
chip.
extraordinary?
No. Which thing I know? I'm off carbohydrates.
Yeah, exactly.
At the moment.
I'll just have the fish.
I just have the battered fish.
The thing round my way.
I'll have an egg with it, though.
I'll always have an egg. Yeah. But the thing round our way, you see them bits of fried chicken. It's not Kentucky fried. It's been dipped in cotton wool or something. I don't know what it is. It's sealed.
Some sort of...
Some muck.
Some muck in it, muck all over it.
Muck all over it. And it's been sat there sometimes all day long. In my one, I won't mention the name.
Don't give them any face publicity.
But what happens is you go and then you see this bit of old chicken, you think, I swear to God, that was the same bit of chicken that's been reheated and has sat there for about a week.
Again.
I'm no doubt you bite into some of them. It's a dodo.
Yeah, it's been there that long.
It's been there thousands of years.
Yeah, some prehistoric monster.
Yeah.
Do you know, also, like, early in the morning or late at night, you come past, up the road from where the chicken shop is, and you see like little chicken bones all over the road, all over the pavement.
Yes.
Right? And it looks like a scene from Live and Let Die.
What? That's someone...
It's like voodoo.
Oh, that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course it is.
It's spooky.
Angel hearts. Yeah, that's it. Spooky. What are they doing?
It's more like angel heart.
Angel heart, really.
Yeah.
That's it.
Some sort of witchcraft.
And the other thing I think is really my wife always points this out. When you get people from a foreign country, foreigners, are you allowed to still use the term foreigner? Can we use the term foreigners? Or is that the rest of all the fence?
Well, we can, but God knows what the awkward squad was.
That lot. You'd be arrested for that. But you get, say, Indian people, and you've seen them running a fish and chip shop. Yeah. It's almost as if they've come over here, and there's a wide variety of wonderful dishes from southern India.
Yeah. Bengal.
That region, the Nepalese
region. Dishes that we've never heard or tasted.
A variety of creamy dishes with oregano and coriander and wonderful cumin and carefully mixed together in Asia. And they come over here and they've said, should we bring our extensive knowledge to bring some of the most wonderful dishes tasted by man?
No.
And they've gone, no. It's the fried potato.
They like chips.
But surely, Rajiv, there must be more.
No. The thing is,
forget all that.
I mean, because it takes ages. You're banging all them spices together and going around the supermarket.
Let's get this straight, Divya. What is it? It's potato.
Get some potatoes. Get one of them slices. Chop it up. Shove it in the deep fryer. 5 or 10 minutes. Bring it out. Give it to them.
There must be
charge
more
them
of
a
it.
fortune.
Yeah, that's what they like. Really?
Really?
That's all they like. Yeah.
But that seems so unsophisticated.
Yeah. A bit of fish, dip it in what looks like melted ice cream, shove it in there.
Really?
And what's more, you don't have to prepare for lunch.
No.
If someone comes in, make them stand around for 10 minutes. They're fine with that.
They may go out chatting, but they won't complain.
No. But what about these lovely dishes? No, forget all that. Forget all that.
Leave that alone. Leave that alone. We'll eat that.
Yeah, we'll have that.
We'll eat that.
They just like a fried bit. Oh, well,
nice bit of fish. Couple of chips.
There we are. This is Billy Idol.
Oh, I like this one.
Oh, yeah.
He had a car crash, didn't he? Motorbike crash. Ended up with a buggered leg.
This is with a rebel yell. She cried.
More! Oh, that's electric.
They don't write them like that no more, do they? Billy Idol, Rebel Yell.
He's been going for a long time.
He's been going since, the late 70s?
Late 70s, yeah.
And someone we got coming on now had a wonderful pop career in the 80s.
He's also been going since the
It's David Van Day. David, are you there?
Yes, hello chaps, how are you this morning?
Oh, lovely, thank you. Oh, you sound bright and breezy.
Where are you?
Well, I'm bright and breezy. Now, listen, I didn't expect you to be playing some rock and roll. Is that your taste in music?
Oh, big time,
Very
David.
much
Big
so.
time. Are you a fan of Billy Idol?
Yeah, of course. Well, I was there, in the late 70s and the early 80s.
I was just saying that to Barry.
But yeah, when Billy came along, terrific artist.
Did you ever gig with him?
White Wedding.
Oh,
well, we did Top of the Pops. We're not the same similar acts. I was a much more sort of a poppy, sort of sugary-coated, saccharine.
Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Who were you with in the Moonlight? I remember that.
Yes.
Love that
one.
one.
Who were with Shooting Star, and of course then more late in the 80s we did like Mirror Mirror.
Yeah.
And Give Me Back My Heart. And late 80s we did a cover of the Erasure track called Oh L'Amour, and we had a big hit with that as well.
Oh, you've done.
Are you still on tour, David?
I do bits and pieces. I don't work as much as I used to, obviously, with the singing, but I do lots of other things now as well. So I almost use my 80s and my singing career as a hobby.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm working tomorrow night, celebrity audience. I've got Shane Ritchie from EastEnders in the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Over in Surrey at a hotel. And on the bill will be the Jersey Boys as well. And I do that in the theatre the week before, so I still do it.
What is it though? When you do those nights with Shane Ritchie and stuff, what do you tell stories and sing songs and that sort of thing?
A lot of people want to know what it's like in the jungle. They want to know, is it really as tough as it looks?
Well, we were going to ask that.
Or anything like that. Yeah. And it really is as tough as that. There are no chocolate bars or, I lost about 1.5 stone when I went in there, which is I needed to because I was a bit overweight. So that was terrific. But getting started on that for a week when I arrived, I had a headache because of the diet. You're just on water, beans and rice.
And that makes you a little bit rashy, doesn't it?
The stream, you have to boil it. Yeah.
Well, did you ever release that single with Timmy Mallet?
Well, it escaped really.
It came out sideways.
It was available on the internet, but we didn't actually go out and do a hard copy or anything like that. It was a bit of fun for the jungle.
Okay.
And,
David, can I ask you, do you do these 80s tours or not so much now with other 80s bands?
Yeah, I can do. It depends. I mean, I did a festival. Sorry, I'll just get my reception back here. I did a festival last year, and there was lots of 80s acts. Toya was on it, and Human League and things like that. So I've done them, and it's still quite a great era. It was a very glamorous era, the 80s.
Oh, absolutely.
The hair and the clothes, and even the sound of the music. It's big sound. So,
brilliant stuff.
Yeah, so it's very entertaining. It's almost like going to a pantomime.
Absolutely. So look, I know that the new thing that you're really, really determined to make a fist of, which sounds incredible, is a new show, The Parent Makers. Now we got some details here now. Very remiss of someone. It's on Sky Channel 192. What's the name of the actual channel?
Showcase.
Is
that a new channel, David?
It's been around for about a year or so.
Right.
There's two. There's 191 and 192. We're 192.
Right.
It comes out the 26th of May, which is the up and coming bank holiday Monday. And that'll be on at 9 p.m.
All right, well, I need to quickly just tell our listeners this, because this sounds incredibly controversial, mate. Seriously. It's a new reality show featuring surrogacy, adoption and home inseminations. I've done a couple of them. Hard-hitting TV at its best. Follows couples through the process of surrogacy. See why some of them get turned down. The highs and lows, the tension and drama of the parent makers. Now, whose idea was this? And is it done sensitively on Channel 192 Showcase? I mean, that's my big question.
Well,
yes,
there's two parts to this show. There is the very serious side of surrogacy, but also there's a story about the gay dads. The first European gay dads in the UK were Barry and Tony Druitt Barlow, and they have 5 children by surrogacy.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, we follow their lifestyle. We call them the millionaire gay dads because they are very wealthy.
Yeah.
Like
Elton and David.
Exotic lifestyle entwined with the agency that they have called the British Surrogacy Centre, which helps couples or even single people, gay people, lesbian couples, all sorts of couples have their desire to have a baby. And also straight people who can't have babies. And you'll see people on there that have gone through this process, whether they be gay, single or a straight couple, talking about their experiences and the result, which is the babies, and how it all works. So obviously we do have protesters against the whole idea of surrogacy anyway. Whether it's gay children or even straight people, they don't like the idea of surrogacy because they think it's interfering with nature too much. Problem we've got, of course, technology is very hard to walk away from. And if you say to a woman, you could have a baby, but it'd be done this way, it'd be your baby, it would be your egg planted into another woman who becomes the vessel, the surrogate who carries this baby for you. Would you like it? Most women would say yes.
And David, was this your idea for a TV show, or like someone asked you to front it, or how did you get involved?
Well, I knew I was working with the couple on some other PR aspects for them.
Right.
And it came up that there's a possibility. I knew it would make a good show. Yes, it'll be controversial, but that's not too bad. It gets people thinking.
A bit of drama.
Gets attention.
Yeah.
And surrogacy is legal in the UK, so it's not illegal. In America, it's more. The rules are not so stringent, shall we say, as they are in the UK.
Right.
So a lot of people, although they're based in the UK, their babies are delivered in the US.
I had no idea. So what you say, surrogacy in the UK is legal or illegal?
It's legal.
And
illegal.
Illegal?
But the rules are different to the rules are legal. They're legal. You can do it.
Okay.
But you have to be...
Because I was thinking about it, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
you couldn't get a baby, Angelos.
Oh, shut up, Barry. Of course I can get a baby. Anyway, sorry,
David. To be honest, Gary Glitter can have a baby. There's no rules against it, you see. There's very little...
Hold on. He's not in episode 2, is he?
I told you it's controversial, boys. I told you.
That's right. You are the king of controversy, David. Yes, fantastic.
Blimey.
So, it's interesting, and if you're curious...
Yeah,
we are.
If you want to, there's a load of channels to choose from. See, people don't necessarily watch a channel now; they watch a show.
That is true.
So because they can move freely through their
the channels, Skybox,
remote controls. You just go, and people scan down the remote controls to shows they like. So, all the main stations don't have it all their way, although they have most of it their way.
But you host it, you meet the people, you go out there with a microphone and speak to them, in their moments of...
I direct it, produce it, and I write it and present it.
Do you think that, it was going to help people to understand the process? Is it going to...
It will certainly people help them understand it.
Yes.
But they still might not be up for it.
Yeah.
Do you think... Sorry, David, I've got to ask. Do you think you're going to come in for an absolute pasting for this?
A kick-in.
A kick-in.
It's possible.
Yes.
It is possible.
Do you mind?
There's other people involved in the show as well. You have to remember, I'm only reporting what's happening in real life.
I imagined...
I am the messenger, not...
I think, though, people will still shoot the messenger.
Absolutely. Looking at this, David, you direct it, you write it, you're in it, you're behind it. I imagine you're the one who's doing it in the turkey baster as well. That's what I sort of imagine. But that's not the case, is it?
No, it's not the case at all. I've got 2 children just from a marriage like everybody else, normal.
Yes, so, normal. And that's not Angelos.
I can be sympathetic to know what that would be like not to have the children as well. You've got to understand, I'm reporting what's going on in this world.
That's right.
If people don't like it, they don't like it.
You're like the sun. Exactly, yeah. No, I understand. Yeah.
David, can I just, from the sublime to the ridiculous, ask you about something that fascinates a lot of people, and I'm not taking the rise, nothing. Do you still have the burger van in Brighton?
No, I don't have it, but, everybody seems to think I was a bit embarrassed about it. I think the people around me my family were a bit embarrassed. Oh, Dad's gone from a pop star to a burger van. I understand all that. I can see, the downfall. Oh, the higher they climb, the harder they fall.
Yeah.
But I quite enjoyed the burger bar.
Why not?
Good,
and to be honest, it made quite a lot of money. It was in downtown Brighton.
Absolutely.
And it did 3 wages for normal people.
Well, absolutely. I once went to Phil Oakey's candy floss stand he's got in Margate.
Yeah, he was doing all right out of that.
Oh, he done very well. And,
trouble with the burger van, though, David, because I used to run one of them before it got blown up by my brother for insurance purposes. I used to come home stinking. Did you find that?
Onions.
Yeah, stinking of fried meat and onions.
It could be a fish and chip shop like Stacey Sullivan.
Has she got a fish and chip shop?
No.
She used to work in a fish and chip shop in Essex. Oh my cod!
Is that what it's called?
I think that's a joke, Barry. I think it's a joke.
Oh, was that?
No, she was. She definitely was.
Really?
It's called Oh My Cod?
Oh my God!
Yeah, I think it was called Oh My Cod.
Well, David, you seem to know a lot about a lot of stuff, so I may well be tuning into Sky Channel 192.
Absolutely. I once went to the head of FIFA's fish and chip shop, Sepp Batter. It wasn't really worth it, was it? Listen, David.
No, it's good, isn't it? What was the name of your burger van, David?
Burger Van Day, of course.
Of course it was. David, look, listen, we're going to go, but I wish you all the best with that, and I've no doubt all the papers are going to be covering that because it sounds sensational.
It does. I hope it works out for you,
thank
David.
Thank you for your support and giving the chance to the Oxygen.
Could you just tell us one last time when it starts? When's it on?
It's the 26th of this month, which is about 2 weeks' time, on the 192 Showcase Sky channel. So, Sky 192 Showcase, 26th of May, 9 p.m. after the watershed.
Love it.
It's going to be rude.
It's going to be rude.
You do surprise me.
All right, Dave. Thanks so much, mate. Elastica.
Elastica, David,
bye-bye, Dave. For you, Dave. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Extraordinary.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary. David Van Dy's
What are you going to do with that?
On surrogacy.
Oh my God.
Elastica.
Well, we needed that song to decompress after listening to David Van Day.
What did you think at home about that? David Van Day involved with a programme about surrogacy.
Yeah. If you want to comment on that, you can text us, email or Twitter us. What's the email address, Barry? Barry and Angelos at FubarRadio.com.
Barry and Angelos.
Or tweet at Fubar Radio. Hashtag David Van Dy's.
So let us just go back. David Van Dy's done a show.
David Van Dy's the 80s pop star with Dollar, who is on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Used to run a burger van.
Is now
fronting a show on Sky 192.
Very sensitively.
Deep into the channels. Deep into the channels.
Yeah.
And he's fronting a show about surrogacy.
Yeah, very sensitively. I mean, to be fair, it is deep into the channel showcase. I think if you turn on that programme between 3 and 6 in the morning, it's just a Labrador on a loop licking its own testicles.
Yeah.
But, you know, during the peak times, it's David Van Day.
You know, I've always admired David Van Day for everything he's done because he has done some incredible stuff. Yeah. I mean, some fantastic work.
Oh, wonderful.
But Barry, I'm going to come out and say it. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure he's qualified to be mucking around with surrogacy and the sensitive issue that is the fact that people can't have kids.
No.
I'm not even sure if it's legal or illegal. In fact, I didn't understand a lot of what he was saying. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, if I wanted a burger and with burger sauce, lettuce,
I was down in Brighton.
If I was down there,
just come out the arcade, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Peckish.
Yeah.
I might ask him what is preferable, a bacon sandwich, a doner,
what would you recommend?
Or what would you recommend, Dave?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
If it were about procreating...
Well, hold on a minute. If you start... David, I'm just going to listen to me Bucks Fizz album and me Dollar album.
Yeah.
Which one do you think is what would you recommend? Yeah.
You might...
Yeah, for a certain mood or, you know. Yeah. I'll happily take his recommendation on that.
Yeah.
But...
However...
When it comes to the sensitive issue
of
childbirth and surrogacy,
yes,
and whether or not I should
bring another life into the world,
I think the last person on earth I'd want advice from is David Van Day.
No, that's true. I mean...
What's your take on it?
Well, my Margaret had a slight problem with an aneurysm.
She did?
She's had a variety of problems. She had psoriasis.
Yes.
And I wrote to Howard Jones, and I said, Howard, you've had some wonderful...
Because he does that on Channel 394.
He does it on 394.
Skin and conditions.
Howard, I really enjoyed your Humans Lib album from 1983.
Yeah, Into the Gap.
Into the Gap. All that. I loved all of your stuff.
I think that was the Thompson twins. I do apologise.
No,
they're
sorry.
on Channel 291.
Sorry, Howard. They're dealing with arthritis, yeah. And I wrote to Howard and I said, I loved all your stuff. I've tried to get a second opinion from Nick Kershaw. But Howard,
But he said it's just a riddle to him.
He said it's a riddle to him.
Yeah.
He said, what would Don Quixote, what would he say?
Well.
And he said, I got in touch. All the kids don't know what we're talking about.
Crap, yeah.
But I got in touch with her and I said, Margaret's got problems with, I don't know, would you recommend some sort of triple heart bypass? There's an issue with the inner valves of cardiac issue. I asked him about statins. I asked him about a cholesterol level and what sort. And you know what he said? I am simply a 1980s pop star who had a variety of hits. What is Love? New song.
I used to play that keyboard round my neck.
And he asked Jed, the mime artist, and he didn't have a clue either. Now, at the end of the day, maybe I was silly to contact
to go to him,
Howard Jones.
Place, but I mean, why would you think that he could?
Why would you?
Offer
However, my daughter and son are having a lot of, fertility problems.
Your daughter-in-law and son, or your daughter and
my daughter and son-in-law, beg your
Okay,
pardon.
that would be.
And I got in touch with David just now during that last song.
Yeah.
And I'm going to send her for a consultation with him
Fair enough.
and Noddy Holder, who's been practising since 1975.
He's got involved, hasn't he?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, lovely.
So, David, best of luck.
Yeah, no. I've got a brain transplant appointment with Alvin Stardust next week.
Oh, yeah.
He's back into that game now.
Is he really?
Yeah, because pop was just like a thing through the 70s. He'd studied for years.
Oh, that's right.
He studied the brain for years, yeah.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, some of those people, Susie Quattro come round and had a look at my crazy paving.
Right,
She's an expert on that.
I mean, they all realise, anyone with a brain, that the pop career is maybe 5 to 10 years at the most.
Well, absolutely. I'll tell you.
You've got to get a trade.
I'll tell you who didn't have a brain. Was Woody out of Bay City Rollers. He went off to see Suzanne Vega.
That's it.
And she's an expert on any brain matters.
Yeah.
David Van Day, fertility, her with the brain,
That's it.
Quattro with the crazy paving.
Yeah. No. You know, I came to fix my boiler the other day.
Who?
What's his name?
Oh, I know.
What's his name?
Roland Osibald from Tears for Fears.
No, not him. No, not him.
Who was it?
What's his name?
Oh, I know. Of course, I'll tell you who it was. Ozzy Osbourne off of...
No. Come on.
Oh,
you know who it was. He's doing boilers.
Oh, I know doing boilers nowadays. It's F.R. David.
Holly Johnson. I was going to say
Holly Johnson. Off of Frankie's Gas Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he's doing boilers.
No, he's gas registered.
Is he
so
really?
It's fine. Corgi registered. Yeah, got all his certificates. And,
blimey.
Yeah, funny to see his head under me pipes.
Oh, I expect so. In fact, he come round, he'd done my Margaret's sister, Irene.
Did she?
And
he had a look at her pipes.
He had a look at her pipes. So she's an old boiler herself. Anyway, I went and had a look, and he said, "Come and have a look at this."
Yeah,
he said that, and I looked up.
Yeah, once a singer, always a singer.
If you push your head right up in the dusty old recesses of her cupboard where she keeps her boiler, there's a sort of hood effect over and it sort of insulates it. And as I stuck my head up next to Holly, he said, "Welcome to the Pleasure Dome."
Fantastic. He's got all the jokes.
And I said, "Oh, blimey, it's dangerous in this gas." He said, "Relax.
Don't do it.
And now the two of us are frantically thinking of the third one.
Well, of course, it's like the pair of you went to war nearly, and there were two tribes.
Tenuous.
It's not even there, is it?
Basically, what happened was he was dealing with it, and Valent turned up with
one
of their blokes.
And you said...
I said, hold on. I said, hold on, just a minute. I paid for that, but I'm insured for the other. And he went, "I'm dealing with this boiler." They got together on the front lawn. I said, "Well,
two tribes go to war, mate.
A boiler is all you can mend."
Right.
Well, that was brilliant, wasn't it? And now
provided us with 10 minutes of chat.
Of absolute quality. And David, best of luck with that.
And we do hope that succeeds, but we love it. I can't wait to see the results.
Oh, absolutely.
Can't wait to see how that turns out.
David Van Day on his programme about having babies. This is Your Woman.
Is it?
White Town. We've got... Don't go away, there's lots of lovely things coming up.
Hello? Excuse me?
Well...
Nothing. Oh. I was just seeing if you was listening.
That was... what was it called?
I don't know.
Something by White
Town.
Town.
Very military. White chain.
funny ending,
Right.
wasn't it? To
Yeah,
that?
like Ku Klux Klan.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, very clan.
White
Very clan.
Town.
Very clan.
We have had some emails, Angelos. A miracle,
we've had
a
an
miracle.
email. Someone's bothered to type this. Big hello from Essex.
Hello.
Hello. We are listening. Well, yes. Just found out about. There's two abouts in this. Oh God, this
dear,
bloke's a
dear.
nutcase.
Yeah.
Just found out about your show, and we are listening. Well, yes, this is bloke's mad. Can't believe this show exists with two international top comedians. That's more like
That's
it.
more
on
like
the
it, mate.
same show. Give us a hello if you can.
Hello.
Hello. So that was from Michael J. Fitch.
Oh, Back to the Future.
Yeah, and Helen. I don't know. We don't know if that's Helen J. Fitch or just Helen. She has only one name.
Well-
like Eusebio or Pele.
Yeah.
She's like a Brazilian footballer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Helen and Michael J. Fitch. And you know what we did? We're so
And Helen.
pleased that anybody who got in touch with
Bother
us,
to write to us.
that we've got in touch with him, and Michael J. Fitch should
You
be on the line.
Are you there, Michael J. Fitch?
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, mate.
You're all right?
Hello,
How's Essex?
how are you?
Yeah, fine. How's Essex?
Essex is good, very, very, well, it's sunny. Very
that's
sunny,
nice.
nice and hot.
Whereabouts
Which
in
is
Essex?
strange because obviously for this time of the evening as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's right. Nice one, Michael.
Nice one,
yeah,
son. Nice one,
mate.
nice
yeah,
one,
lovely,
nice one.
lovely.
Very
yeah,
good,
yeah.
very good.
Whereabouts in Essex are you, my sweet
I'm
darling?
from Colchester.
Oh, yeah, I've done
Oh,
some
I
gigs
know.
out there.
Yeah, shit. Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, military town, innit?
Oh, yeah, there are.
Garrison.
It is, yeah.
Garrison town. Honestly, I
That's right.
died on my hoe in
Did you?
Colchester, Barry. Yeah.
Well, do you know, when I've done gigs... What happened? You first. What
I
happened there? What
just
did
went
they...
out there and
Yeah.
I done my stuff, banged myself over the head with me rubber hammer,
Yeah,
got
funny.
me ostrich egg out of me bag,
Funny.
all the usual stuff, and they looked at me like I had two heads. Were you in the audience that night, Michael J. Fitch?
I wasn't there. Was you at the art centre or was it the
Is that
theatre?
what they call it? The Arts Centre?
I've never
I
seen
think so.
any
It's like a
art.
sort of converted church.
That's it. Converted church.
Do you know, they're funny,
Yeah.
the Essex audiences. I told you one the other week when I'd done one on the Essex coast and a man took all his clothes off.
Yeah.
It was awful. And I said, well, bye-bye, you've been the worst audience I've ever had. And they went, and you've been a shit comedian. I turned round,
Yeah.
I got in the car,
Yeah.
and I was practically I pulled up outside McDonald's
Yeah.
on the A12,
That's it.
and I was practically in tears. I thought, what was the worst night?
Do you even
The
feel like...
panic. I thought, what am I doing?
I saw you in Braintree, Barry. You stormed it in Braintree.
Oh, did I?
Oh, he's got big
Yeah.
fans in Braintree.
Braintree, they get it. But there was one I'd done, and it's a
Yeah.
lovely big new pub. I don't know if it was that one. And I opened with a little joke about, and I'm sorry if it's upsetting anyone, Operation U-Tree.
Yeah.
Now,
Right.
Easily handled.
I was
I
careful.
like the way you whisper it. Then it
I
works
was-
like that.
Oh,
doesn't
he's
it?
I
setting
was
it
very,
up, setting
very
it up.
sensitive about it. And I had done some filthy stuff before that.
Right.
But I offered this stuff up about Operation U-Tree.
Which is fine, isn't it?
And it was not insult. It was just and you know what?
What happened?
And all I said was, I'll tell you, knock this Operation U-Tree, but it has set up so many more panto opportunities for the rest of us, right?
Yeah, and which is fair. This
fair enough, which
not,
it has.
It's not a joke. It's
has.
fact. It's
fact.
truth.
And
Well, the prison pantomime's going to be pretty amazing this
Well,
year.
that is a very
be careful
good
of
point.
your libel there.
Absolutely.
And so-
who are you
Yeah,
referring
apparently.
to, Michael J? No, don't say it.
don't
because-
say it.
No, move on. Anyway,
So I
wrote down. You know that last song you played?
still
Hold on a minute,
still
Michael. I
speaking,
think we're
Michael.
talking.
Still speaking.
We'll come
Michael.
to you
Sorry.
when we need to. We'll come
oh
to you.
Dear, oh dear. Ever
my
since Back
God.
to the Future, it's because it was on Back to
No,
the Future.
exactly,
He thinks,
yeah.
Michael.
It's not 1954, mate.
So I come out with nearly finished. I come out with.
Pipe down.
I come out with.
Sorry.
I come out with.
Come on, Barry.
Yeah, I come out with. I come out with, Operation Uterine. It opened up so many more Panzer the rest of us, and it went silence. And you remember, Harry Enfield?
Was that your first joke you said?
It was. I said a couple little routines that got a titter, but and it was almost like that kind of Harry Enfield and Paul Whitehouse. The self-righteous brothers. It was like no.
Not having it. Not having it.
I will laugh at poos, wheeze.
Yeah. Mild racism.
But
you don't.
But you
do not
hear the
attack
kids.
the old community.
No way.
No
way.
No, mate.
I ain't having that. You've just ruined things, mate, because I said Utree.
No, that's right.
And so they're a funny
That was your opening gag. How much longer was you on stage for?
Well, I had to stick it out of comparing, I seem to remember. Tough old game.
You earned your money that night.
And then I got to the end, I'd done my funny records.
I like that.
Oh, I like that. And
Jesus and that.
Jesus and that. And it won them over.
Thank God.
And so I only got a mild kicking that night in the car park when I left, you know. And
only one knew it that night.
£8 in cash.
So, Michael.
Real money.
Oi, Michael.
It's your turn now.
What do you want?
Oh, I just wanted to talk to. I can't believe I only discovered that you two, two of my favourite comedians.
That's it. Nice one.
It's amazing to have you both sort of, this is you're like Anton Deck, Little and Large, Morecambe and Wise,
nice.
Holly and Phil, Fred and Rose.
Hail and Hail, us two, we're that funny.
That's right,
Cannon and Cannon.
Jelly and ice cream.
Yeah.
They were very funny.
What do you do for a living?
Me? Well, I'm a magician.
Whoa!
Oh, hello. What's your best trick?
Well, I'd have to come and show you. I could make one of you fly.
Get out.
Shut up.
No, we could levitate you.
What? You suddenly, Michael, you're a physicist, are you? You can, defy the laws of nature, is it? Yeah,
well, that's what magicians do. The impossible. Impossible's my middle name.
Do you know what the problem I have with magic, Michael?
What's that?
When I'm watching it, and he's going, and look at watch the magic. Yeah, right? And I'm watching it, and I'm just going, yeah, but it's a trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a trick.
Don't piss on his chits, Angelos. It's his job.
Yeah, it's his job,
well,
isn't it?
it's.
Do you make money from it, Michael?
If you do it well, you can still think, okay, it's a trick. But if you see something impossible happening, then seemingly
impossible. Seemingly.
So I did something the other day, and someone said, "Well, I know you do it. It's magic," and that was it. So
he's thick.
Yeah.
Listen, tell me about this David Blaine bloke.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All him swallowing stuff and standing on poles.
Yes, living in a box
and all that stuff like in the 80s. What? Is it any of it real?
Well, yeah, David does endurance stunts as well as magic. He's not only, technically a fantastic card magician.
Right.
He also, he sort of does I said stunts.
Oh,
yeah, did he hold his breath for 17 minutes underwater?
Yes, apparently, yeah.
What, for real?
So the thing is, the problem is because you know him as a magician,
that's it.
You're just going to say, that's trick.
Yeah, well, that's his fault, isn't it?
What can you do for us on the radio now?
You do a trick for us?
Could do... Have you got access to a computer?
Can you read our minds?
I can't repeat that. Well, I suppose I could on this.
Oh.
Right?
What do you think's in my mind?
Read our minds.
In your
read our minds.
Before we going on the fruit machine now, how much money would I put in it?
If you was going to a what machine?
If I was going on the fruit machine.
Good question.
Right, in the bookies, how much money? How much money would I bang in it?
Well, I reckon you'd put. You'd probably start off. It depends how you're feeling that day. You're either going to go, I'm going to put a cheeky little 50p in, or you're going to go for the biggie. You're going to put a pound in.
Angelos has written something down here.
Yes.
On a piece of paper. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
How much am I going to bang in the fruit machine in the bookies after the show?
Give you a little thinking time.
£1.50.
Okay, nowhere near.
Completely wrong.
I'm going to bang my entire dough check in, which is £37.50.
Yes.
And I should get a pretty good return from that.
If I were to go into the Londis.
Yes.
Just outside here, they do a meal deal.
Lunchtime.
Can of lilt.
Evening deal.
They do a tuna sandwich.
Wait.
Sorry. And they do crisps. I'm writing it down now.
Yeah, write down the figure.
What sort of money would I be paying for tuna sandwich, can of lilts, and a standard size of crisps? Not a grab bag.
No.
Not a grab bag.
Just a normal
standard crisp.
Walker's pack of crisps. How much money?
Thinking time.
Bear in mind he's Londis. Come on, Michael
You're doing a meal deal here.
Yeah. How much?
I'm gonna go with $2.99.
Incorrect. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Listen, mate, we gave you the perfect opportunity to advertise your magical skills on the show, and you have...
I've made a prediction, but I don't know if you've got access to a computer.
Oh, go on then.
I've got access
We're
to
looking
computer.
at some ladies. Have we got access to a computer? We haven't got access to the ladies.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, yes,
We
hello.
got access.
If you go to my website, I'm going to control one of your minds, but
Oh,
it has
my
to be one of you
goodness.
because I can't. Which one do you want me to work
Angelos.
Yeah, go control my mind.
What's the website?
'Cause I'm
son?
easily
with? Okay,
led.
so go to michaeljfitch.co.uk.
michaeljfitch.co.uk.
And then what?
Coy.
Then what do they do?
Angelos, look, right, okay.
What?
I want you to seriously. I want you to clear your mind.
I have. That's been cleared since about
That was very quick.
1982.
Okay, Angelos, I want you to imagine you've got a pack of cards.
No problem.
In your hand.
No problem.
Have you got them?
Yeah, I've got them. Imagine.
Right, give them a shuffle.
I'm shuffling 5 knuckle shuffle.
Does that look a bit weird there, Barry? Okay, right. Take them out of the
watching
box
him
first.
do
Ha, ha, ha. Okay, no, seriously, right. Throw the cards up in the air.
Woo! They've gone.
Catch one in your hand.
Wallop.
Now hold it. Look at the card. Don't show Barry this
Don't
invisible
look at
card.
it, Barry.
I'm not looking
Turn
at it.
your
Don't
head
worry.
away.
Don't worry.
Okay,
Now, Angelos, out of your mind, name the card.
Why?
So you can't change it. Don't change it. Then make it a random card.
He doesn't
You've
say
got
it
to
out
really use
loud.
your imagination. What card are you holding?
I've got it. Michael J. Fitch.
So what is it?
It's a 5 of spades.
Because this is invisible, you see, so that we'd need to know. Okay, now if you've got my website in front of you already on your computer, guys, yeah?
Yeah. Have we got a website in front of him? Yeah.
Right, scroll down, you'll see I'm holding a playing card. I'm holding a prediction in the middle.
Scroll down, he's holding the prediction in the middle. Yeah. And what does it say?
No, I'm holding a card.
Yes, we got
You're
that.
holding the card, yes, Michael.
Yes, what's the card?
What's your card?
5 of spades. You, sir,
You are a genie.
are a genie. If you want to come,
you.
would you come in sometime?
Can you do that?
Do you know what? I would absolutely love to come in. I'll bring some stuff and we'll have some fun.
All right, bring your rabbits. Bring your
Bring
duff
that.
pan.
Bring
Bring your box so you can saw Barry's
Can
leg
I bring
off.
the wife as well? Because you know Helen's a big fan. I think
All right,
I've seen a bit of tweeting going on between Angelos and my wife.
Oh,
All right.
you filthy
Okay.
devil.
Yeah.
When was that happening?
I don't know. I've just seen she's had the odd tweet from you.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, I remember her. She used to slag me off constantly.
That's it.
No, she never.
She did.
Listen,
Oh.
because you could do very... Angelos, you know, he loves a bit of magic. He once chopped a woman in half. It wasn't his act. He'd done 15 years in Broadmoor for that.
I was doing like some medical research.
But listen, we would love to come and bring your wife. We're
Yeah.
chopping off. You're a genius.
Come
Michael
in.
J. Fitch.
Come in,
Thank
Michael
you very
J.
much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye-bye, my
bye-bye.
love.
What
Nice
a
to talk
lovely.
to you.
Good luck
lovely
with the
thing.
career.
Good luck. This is Blur. Oh, wasn't that lovely?
That was nice.
Nice to have better music this week,
Yeah,
ladies.
we like the Blur.
We like the Blur.
Barry, before you crack in there with
Yes.
the Watford Observer,
Oh, yes.
I have another email here from one of our listeners in New York.
Oh, yeah, international.
Yeah, international listener. And this is obviously a big fan of the show.
Okay, okay.
This is what he has emailed to say.
Okay.
Why do the Brits always say Madison Square Gardens, plural? It's just one garden, no S, in brackets, soon to be possibly no garden if they go through with Bloomberg's plan to tear it down.
That's been worrying me.
So, can you answer that question? He's emailed the show to say that, taking the time out of his busy New York day, he's taken a New York minute to sit down and tell us that Madison Square Gardens shouldn't be pronounced with an extra S on the end of the gardens, and there's going to be perhaps no garden.
First of all, the thing about Bloomberg aside, I don't know anything about that. But
I do.
What? Oh, do you? He's going to get rid of it?
Mayor Bloomberg.
He's going to get rid of Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, no, he's seen it's like prime real estate, and he's going to tear it down and build an Asda.
Oh, that's... I heard that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, what I will say is that...
Sod the history, he said.
Using plurals when there's only a singular is something that certainly me and Andrew, we would never do that.
Never considers doing that.
Never considers doing that. And so,
drives me up the walls.
If that's something that people do, I can only apologise, and many thanks for getting in touch with us from the Big Apples.
And if there's anything else you need to know from anywhere around the world, then please do feel free to email the show on Barry and Angelos at FooBarRadio.com.
But please.
And then we can sort out pretty much anything.
But it's a curious thing to ask.
A very strange question to ask.
Us. But thank you anyway.
Thanks for trying.
Okie dokie.
Thanks for getting involved.
Talking of international cities of major commercial interest, the Watford Observer are going on page 5, new warning over
what page is
thefts.
What page is this, man?
Page 5.
The international section.
The international section. There have been a spate of burglaries in Wiganall Roads, right?
Oh, yeah.
Francis Road and Wiganall Road
Notorious.
in Watford. Notorious. But the thing, and it's very sad, and I'm sorry if you have been the victim of that, but this is what I cannot believe. This is what has happened, right? The first occurred in Francis Road. In most cases, the victims are stopped. Get this is a complicated way of mucking someone. They're stopped by a motorist and asked directions to the hospital.
Right.
Which, incidentally, I don't know whether you're familiar with Watford, it's just round the corner from Wiganall Road. While the victims lean into the car to assist with directions. Now, I thought it was going to say they grab your jewellery from round your neck. No.
Yeah. Well, that would be the sensible thing
That would be the sensible thing. That's certainly the way I was brought up. Yeah. While they lean in, a passenger in the rear of the car attempts to give the victim a necklace to thank them. Now, the alarm bells will be ringing immediately, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But removes...
Where is his necklace that he's got? Is it in his car?
Yeah, he goes, let me thank you for directing me to the hospital, which is about 50 yards away, round the corner near Vicarage Road. So he gets out.
It seems like a disproportionate reward.
He attempts to remove the jewellery or other belongings using the technique of offering up similar goods. I mean, it just seems ridiculous.
So let me just get this scam right so I can do it right.
Yeah.
So, you stop the car and you say... Hello, I'm looking for the hospital. And they say, just round the corner, turn left. And you go, okay. And then you start to... You go, no, wait, before you go.
I go, thank you very much.
I'm just so pleased that you told me. I mean, all I need to get to the hospital for a very important life
that's what they'll do.
Threatening thing.
But I've got time.
I've just got time to invite you to my car where I've got a selection of jewellery from South Africa that you might want to take your pick from.
Because I'm so pleased that you managed to... I'm going to give you a very valuable gold
necklace.
But in the process of in the process of trying it on, I will have to remove your jewellery and your watch for no reason particularly. Just in case it weighs your hand down when you're trying it on.
Well, you want to get a good idea of what the necklace looks like with no clutter.
I mean,
so I'm going to have your necklace.
And I might have to, just so your clothes don't weigh down to offset the look of the necklace, I might have to take your wallet out so it doesn't weigh your... And your handbag doesn't really suit it, so I'll have that.
You said your watch,
and
your shoes.
I might have your car while I'm at it, just so I get the full view on the street.
I mean, Barry, you're a clever fella. If someone said to you...
I want your car.
Let's roll it it back a bit.
Oh,
If someone said to you after you said, "Yeah, just turn left at the end of the road, there's the hospital," someone then said to you, "Oh, please come into my car,
Yes.
so I can give you a necklace for telling me where the hospital is."
Yes.
I mean, what would you do? What would you say?
I'd say there is no way
Listen, mate.
I'm coming to your car
Yeah.
for a pearl necklace.
That's
I'm
it.
not interested.
I don't want it.
I don't want it. And, you know, that's fine. Go to the hospital,
Yeah.
use the facility.
Absolutely, but I don't need it. I think alarm bells would be ringing.
Oh, my goodness.
If someone's standing there in a gold tonic suit with alligator shoes on
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
gold all over him, said, "Come on,
Yeah.
come round the boot of my car. I
Oh.
want to give you a necklace
Yeah.
for telling me where the hospital is."
Hospital is.
If you are going to fall for
that, you
then
deserve
you
it.
deserve.
I'm sorry about
No,
it. but
I mean,
you
it's
do.
rough justice.
Have you ever been the victim of crime at all?
Apart from murder,
Yeah.
I
No,
can't.
victim, not perpetrator.
Oh, victim?
Yeah.
What's that? Having it done to you?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Have you
right.
been murdered?
No, I haven't been. I'm still here.
Oh, yeah.
I caught someone climbing down the chimney at Christmas once.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
how
What
about
happened
that,
there?
Well, he was in the pot, and it's Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got this big white beard, and he's got a sack full of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he's coming down the chimney, and he says, "Yeah, I'm Father Christmas."
Oh, and
I
you
said,
said,
"Oh,
yeah.
right, are you Father Christmas, are you?" Yeah. He says, yeah, I've got like a sack full of presents here. Like, oh, right, yeah.
Pull
yeah.
the other one.
How you going to get that sack full of presents through that chimney pot then, mate? He went, "No, I put it through because I'm Father Christmas."
Yeah.
Anyway, so I didn't believe him that he was Father Christmas, so I shot him through the arm just to like trim his wings,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Give him something to think about.
That's
Yeah.
That's right. Until the cops arrived.
And what did they say? They said, "What the hell are you doing?"
You just shot Father
Father
Christmas
Christmas.
through the shoulder. And I went, yeah.
It's an occupational hazard, I'd imagine, if you are him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
I mean...
exactly. I mean, you must get that all the time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
riddled with bullet holes.
But what's going on? I just come down to, have a cup of milk
That's
at night,
right. Have a-
and you're in
have a
my
mince pie.
having it in my living room. What
Yeah.
are you doing? Take that, smack,
Yeah,
bang.
go on, wallop, bang.
Wrong.
Clobbered.
I'd say the only crime I nearly fell for was, you get them emails.
Yeah.
Phishing, they call it.
Right.
And it goes, "You are owed £1 million
Yeah.
by the Inland Revenue.
Yeah.
Please send all your
All your
details."
everything.
I sent all the details of my bank account and everything. And guess what?
What?
I didn't get £1 million.
No. No.
So you've got to be very careful. If there's anyone out there,
Do you know, that happened to me as well, like with a Nigerian prince.
and what do you do?
Well, he says, "Listen, there is trouble in my country. We are war-torn country."
On the email, he
on
wrote
the
it
email.
like
So
that.
I
Oh, yeah.
just presume that's what he
Sounded
spoke like. And he says, "The bank has been buggered up and I've got my hands on $10 million.
Yeah.
Now, I want to give you $6 million
Fantastic.
if you are willing to put a lot of it all of it in your bank account."
Fantastic.
And
What
I'm,
happened?
and I'm like, "Oh, yes." I said, "Look,
result.
I'm happy to do this thing."
Hell
Like,
of a return.
oh, yeah. If you meet me and, so let's say King's Cross St Pancras,
Yeah.
and then we can have a chat about it
Yeah.
and what have you, you know?
Yeah.
So I send that email off, and, he
Yeah. What did he do?
come back to me, didn't he?
What did he say?
He said, no, he wasn't willing to meet me face to face, but he reiterated his claim that he wanted to give me $10 million to stick in his bank account.
So
right?
you met him or what?
I met him, yeah.
Oh,
I met
yeah.
him. We had a drink, right?
Yeah.
And he put $10 million in my bank account,
Yeah.
right? And I went mad spending all sorts of money.
Yeah.
I bought myself a new car,
Yeah.
set of golf clubs.
Yeah.
I bought myself a monkey.
Oh, nice. You always wanted one of them. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I put it all on a credit card.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And what else should I buy? A £10,000 sink. £600 pair of socks.
Wolves Viennetta.
A couple of them.
Yeah.
Couple of bottles bought at the factory.
Oh, nice.
I went mad, Barry.
Did you?
I went mad.
And what happened?
Well, the money arrived a couple of days later and I was fine.
Yeah, but you got to pay it all off now, I suppose. Or
Well, no, because the money came into my account. He was a legitimate man.
it is amazing.
So it's not often
not
that
all-
happens, because
so-
I've had a few of them.
All I can say is, if anyone comes through, for goodness'
It's
sake,
worth
chase
taking
it
the
up.
risk.
Well
Worth taking the
it.
risk. It's worth
well
it.
worth it.
Because for the 600 or 700 that are fake, there will be one out there that's
Absolutely.
true.
If anyone comes up in a car round the Wigan Road area or Francis Road
That's it.
and wants to offer you a
Necklace for pointing them in the direction of the hospital.
and just by chance the old bill had gone past as we were speaking,
Exactly.
I would take it up.
I'll bite their hand off. Because you never know,
No, you never
You
know.
may be the victim of crime 20 times out of 21 times, but
Yeah.
there'll be the one time where it's legitimate
Get in touch with us.
and it's worth taking the risk.
If you've ever had that, because there's a lot of good offers out there. Viagra, what's the other? Callus?
Penis extensions.
Penis extensions. I bought one of those tablets. They came through, a lot of them. I'd done the overdose, and I tell you
Did you?
something.
Cool, you must have been hard for a few
God,
days.
It was like,
Rock hard.
oh, it was rock hard. It really was. I had to sleep on my front the whole time. I couldn't sleep. I had to sleep on my
You see the
back.
surely.
I couldn't sleep on my back.
No, it's like
But,
tempo.
It was unbelievable. My Margaret, I tell you what, it took me 6 months to get through the tablets and took 9 months to wipe the smile off her face. That was the thing. This is... What a lame finish. Part-time lover.
We've got to finish it. That section
I think
deserves.
it deserves.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
this is part-time lover.
Few garden paths there, Barry.
Yeah, but cul-de-sacs.
Cul-de-sacs,
Listen, part-time lover, I certainly wasn't. Stevie
no,
Wonder, yeah,
full-time,
full-time, yeah. Part-time lover.
Blubber. Part-time blubber.
Part-time lover.
Part-time blubber.
How part-time blubber.
I've got some of that in my fridge.
Oh, I tell you
Oh,
what.
God.
We...
What do you make of that? Who
I
done
don't know,
that?
it's not
Who's
his
done
best,
that one?
Stevie Wonder's.
Oh, you
It's
can't
not
really
his
go
best,
wrong
is
with
it?
him, can you?
No, I don't.
I like all the other stuff, really. I
I like that.
That
one.
sort of stuff.
I
that
like
sort
that.
of
Isn't
area.
she lovely?
Oh, I like that
Life
one.
is Aisha.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. And
What one else? What other ones you like?
the other ones he done.
No, I don't like part-time lover.
No, it's
I think it's
rubbish.
negative.
Yeah, isn't it? It's a 0 hours contract. isn't
Yeah,
it?
I like something a bit more positive than that.
Yeah, I do. Full-time lover.
More positive
Full-time
message.
lover.
Full-time lover.
We-
We're married.
You know what we've got on now?
Who?
Do you know we've got Stevie Wonder we're playing? We've now got the one and only David Bowie on the phone.
God. David, are
David,
you there?
you there?
Oh, no, son, how you doing? You all right?
Wonderful. What are you up to?
Hi, David. Where are you calling from Brixton?
I'm just... Yeah, no, I'm man. I've got a nice little house out in the country now. I'm writing a book, you know.
Oh, wonderful. I see that you've had your teeth done, David. How much that cost you?
Well, I've had some of them done. I haven't had all of them done. I've had about 5 of them done.
Right.
And the other two...
Was you run
the
out
other
of money?
two...
Yeah.
No, I ran out of teeth. Son. I've got plenty of poppy, plenty of spare poppy. You know what I mean?
Plenty of money, mate.
Listen, I'm writing this book tonight.
What's it called?
I'm writing a book at Tone. It's a Tone.
Oh,
It's the history. No, it's the history of milk.
oh, is it? Oh, I tell you what,
No,
mate.
seriously, yeah. And the different types of milk you can get. I'm getting quite excited about it.
Right.
I'm sort of lactating in the same sort of way myself.
I tell you, that's
but
going to fly off the
I'm having
shelves.
fun.
Yeah,
I'm on my own.
How long you been
I'm
writing
on
that
my
for?
own.
I bet you
I'm on
are.
my own.
Well, it's nice of you to ring in.
I didn't. You rang me.
No, right, yeah, it's nice of us to ring you.
What are you doing?
Well,
yeah,
we
listen,
just-
I'm trying to get this book down. I've got deadlines and all that. You know what I mean? Well, I haven't really. No one's going to publish it.
Is it your
I
own
might
deadline?
self-publish it. I might self-publish. Yeah, you got to, haven't you?
We got to
It's
go,
a lovely day, though, isn't it?
Fantastic.
It's a lovely day.
Are you there with Mick Jagger? You just on your own?
Yeah.
Can we speak to him? Can we speak to me?
It's Mick.
Yeah, I'll get him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll get him.
Can you get Mick?
Can you hang on a sec?
Yeah, we'll hang on.
Mick! Come here, I want to talk to you on the radio. What? I want to talk to you on the radio. The what, the radio. Oh, hello.
Hello, Mick.
Hey. How's it going? You okay?
What are you up
What's
to?
happening?
What are you doing, Mick? You round his house today?
I'm just having my legs rearranged.
Oh, right, yeah. What, they get
I'm
all
getting
twisted?
them done.
Get twisted?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. They got a little bit twisted up, and I'm just having them straightened out a bit, and I'm able to do quite a lot of things these days, you know.
Because David's got that machine, isn't he, that untwists legs?
He has. I think it was made in Finland.
Yeah, that's right. Pioneers
It
over
could
there.
be. It's Finland. They're clever over there, aren't they?
Pioneers.
Do you know they speak a language which is similar to Magyar? They do.
Oh, right.
They're like the Hungarians.
Yeah.
They're like the Hungarians. They're not the Hungarians, but they're like them.
No, it's an important distinction to make.
I think it is.
Yeah. Are you on
Let's
tour at
have
the
it-
moment, or what? What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm always on tour.
You are, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm touring round in my little Morris 1000, going round the B roads. Yeah.
I mean, it's like
I love it.
Anyone would think you've already got enough money, Mick. I mean, why you need to go out on tour?
Look, listen, anyone would think that, but it's not true. I spent most of my money on sweets. I have.
Yeah,
I ain't spent it all.
Yeah.
I ain't spent it all.
What's your
What's your
favourite sweets?
favourite?
Sweets.
I like... Do you know what I like? I like a Caramac.
Well, who doesn't?
yeah.
Who doesn't, Mick?
Do you not like them, or do you like them?
I do like a caramel.
Always
Do
reasonably.
you like them?
Yeah.
I like them.
They are reasonably
I also-
priced.
Yeah, I've got a load of them. Them jamboree bags.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got a load of them. Do you
Well-
want some?
Can you send them in for a competition? People win them. Now,
Why not?
have you got Phil Cornwell we could speak
Is
to
he
and
there?
all?
Oh, but he's dull.
No, let's
I'll get
hear
him.
from him. Yeah, get him.
Let's get him, and then we'll
I'll
have
go
a word
and
with
get
Jack
him.
Nicholson.
Oh, wait. Hello. It's me.
Oh,
It's me.
Phil.
Hey,
Phil.
and this is me. Fly me to the moon.
Oh, mate, thank you for joining
Thanks
us.
for coming on, Phil.
Mate,
Listen, my pleasure.
you come on the show a few weeks ago when we didn't have many listeners, and now we've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Hundreds of them. Yeah.
And
How many have you got?
we've got
about
hundreds and hundreds
of
and
them.
hundreds.
We've got about 600.
That's not very specific, is it?
About 600.
Hundreds of thousands.
Be Barry. Be
Yes.
specific, mate. How many have you got? Can you give me a
600,
readout?
627.
Honestly, we're looking at the telemetrics. We're looking at the readout at the moment.
Oh, yeah,
the telemetry.
It's
And it's
Oh,
like,
you got the
you've got the telemetry.
data.
we got the
You got
data.
the data.
We've just crunched some numbers.
Yeah,
And it's like,
it's difficult to know, is the truth.
yeah, we're not sure. That's why we say what the bloody hell we like, because we assume no one's listening.
Now,
Phil.
listen,
Well,
go on. We've got English comedian, actor, impressionist, writer. He's best known as being part of the Dead Ringers television. He's written, he's written, co-performed Glam Metal Detectives, one of my brother's favourites, and Stella Street, of course. And Angelos,
What?
he was particularly impressed that you played Murdoch Nichols in the virtual band Gorillaz.
Oh, I did.
yeah.
What's it
I
like?
did.
What's it like, Damon?
Oh, it was a complete. It was nuts, really, but it was a complete. It was a long period of time. Now I did that for a long time, about 10 years. I had 3 albums out, so I did all the sort of
you go on
stuff.
tour?
All the, no. I did.
Shame, innit?
I kind of met up with them at Coachella Festival, which was a big one. That was great.
yeah.
Good fun.
And I went
That's in
see the
America,
boys
isn't it?
around the back and all that, and Mick Jones and all them lot, and
Fantastic.
it was great. He's a genius, Damon. Brilliant.
He is a genius.
Talking
isn't
of geniuses, You're also well known. You've done Mick Jagger, David Bowie, and all sorts of things for Steve Wright in the afternoon, which I do now on Radio 2.
You spider,
Don't go advertising other radio stations.
Oh, sorry. Isn't it great, Steve? I love him.
Well, listen, no, Barry. Steve knows funny, doesn't he? He knows it.
He knows he's funny.
He knows
He knows he's funny, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. He really does.
Do you know what? He does, doesn't he?
He does a lot of that. I've been in the game 25 years. Was it more than that now? 30 years or so. And he often goes, I've been in this game 40 years, and he calls the people behind the glass the operatives. Can you imagine how much they enjoy that?
That's nice, isn't it?
Get one of the operatives to turn the mic up.
Nice and personal.
And then I've heard that before. He says to them behind the glass, have you been in the business 40 years like me? No, I didn't think you had.
Oh, he's sort of throwing his weight around.
He's all right. He's fair enough. He has, but he does know he's funny, and I trust his judgment. Did you invent them characters for him, or what?
I did. Well, I don't know what happened, actually. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, he just asked me to come and do it, and I had a lot of fun doing that, mate, because, as you know, you can just sort of pretty much say what you like, really.
Well, he's a very good laugher, isn't he? He'll laugh at virtually anything.
He is. He's really supportive, yeah.
Very good.
He is, yeah.
That's what you want, isn't it?
I do love that.
Yeah.
Several films made by the comic strip. Dave Spanker in Detectives.
You're going through my whole CV there.
No, we are, but they're all such wonderful credits, aren't they? They're all wonderful.
Well, Dave... Hey? Mate, you couldn't buy it. You couldn't buy it, Barry.
No, exactly. If you wanted to buy a CD like this, you couldn't.
Buy it.
Yeah,
you couldn't. You couldn't.
What are you?
Couldn't.
Are you doing anything in the moment, Phil? Or are you just hanging about?
I'm doing little bits and bobs. Yeah, I was just.
You keeping the wolf from the door, mate.
Yeah, I've done Lee Mack's thing, which has been a lot of fun. Still doing that.
What's that?
Lee Mack's. No, it's called Not Going Out. It's a series he has on BBC One.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing playing a copper in that, which has been fun, with Andy Linden's there as well. I don't know if you know Andy, didn't you?
Andy Linden, I know him.
I don't know.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant, Andy. And
I'll be the judge of that.
Been doing a thing called Puppy Love with Joe Scanlon and Vicky Pepperdine up in Liverpool.
Oh, I know. It's about dog walking, isn't it? Dog walking.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Dog walking and all that. Yeah.
People love dogs. People love dogs.
People do.
They love dogs, mate.
People love dogs.
A dog won Britain's Got Talent last year, and I think they made the show on the back of that, didn't they? They realised how popular dogs was, and so they pitched an idea, and they bit their hand off.
I think they're getting bigger now, aren't they, dogs?
Yeah, they are. Depends where you get it from, mate. Yeah. I mean, like your Great Dane. I mean, they're huge. But your Dachshund...
Well, look,
they remain
basically,
tiny.
We're talking about horse. We're talking about horse there, aren't we?
Yeah, Irish Wolfhound, mate. Huge.
That's what you're talking about.
Huge.
You're talking about horse.
Horse, really, yeah. They're going to need their own stable, mate.
Well, this is what I'm saying, isn't it?
When you, outside of dog walking or horse walking, filming, Lee Mack, do you do the gigs? You're still doing stand-up?
Not anymore.
No?
I am not putting myself through that, sir.
No, it's torture,
not
isn't
at the moment.
Bloody torturous.
I've seen you, Barry. I've seen you, mate. I've seen what it does to you, and I thought, no, I don't want to do that.
You see, I'm only 27 years of age.
He's
Look what it does to me.
Wreck of a
I
man.
know.
It's awful.
I've seen you.
We done a gig.
Mate.
We done a lovely gig at the Spurs live show in Camden Town.
Yeah.
And I remember you outside. I trolled up with all me equipment in my little bag, and I said, I'm ever so worried about the show tonight. And you said, oh, so am I. And it was kind of refreshing to see that. And you said, I've got a new Irish character I'm trying out. And then you told me...
Oh, I know.
You told me the couple of jokes you'd written, and then I assumed, there was more. And you got up and you done the couple of jokes, and sure
that was it.
That was it.
I love it. I love the way you said, I assumed there was more. Where did you get that from?
I didn't realise that was the act in the 30 seconds we were chatting.
Mate, that's me. This is me that's talking about it. I don't have an act, mate.
Mate, I love it. Now, I know in that Spurs show, and if anyone out there, any football fans want to...
Spurs show?
Well, there's a podcast that Phil does with Mike Lee, my agent, you see. And they do a show, and they get all sorts of big former footballers on. I was in the dressing room with Ricky V the other week.
Ricky V?
But I do, Villa, and I know for a fact that you've got Glenn Hoddle coming on soon, haven't you, in the Spurs show?
Yeah, they've done that. I couldn't do the show. I was up in Liverpool. And they had him on. He was great, apparently, Glenn and Gary Mabbott. Yeah.
Brilliant. And coming up soon is a one and only Jimmy Greaves. Is that right?
Well, this is what I heard, Mike.
Going?
Yes, I'm hoping that's true, because he is, for me, he's the man.
Well, he's a legend, isn't he?
Yeah.
He really
He's
is.
definitely a legend, mate.
Satan
Jimmy,
Greavesy. Blimey.
Oh, mate, you know, he's the man. He is the man. So I'm looking forward to that. That's in December.
Yeah.
Right, so you do that,
anyway,
podcast. Does that do well, that podcast? Do people listen to
it does pretty well, mate. We've got about, let me think now, 7 listeners, I think.
That's not bad. That's not
Not bad, is it?
Yeah,
we used to have...
We
had 11.
We're just behind you.
Off.
We're just behind you with this show.
You're just in the slipstream, I think, can't you?
But Phil, I've got one thing I've got to ask you about, and I know you just think I'm reading out your CV, but it says...
Which he is doing.
Which I am, but it says...
Which he is doing, yeah.
In 2011, he done several stand-up comedy gigs as a character, Switzerland McNaughty Horse. Now, that sounds brilliant. What was that about, sir?
What do you think of that as a name? It's brilliant, isn't it?
Well, it's
It's the best name ever.
Yeah, but the thing is about that, I never actually did the character in the end. I just did impressions.
Well, it's a bloody good name, though. So, you know, it's a good
Well, it is
start.
a brilliant name. That's why I love that name. I've been doing that for years, that character. Well, I say I've not been doing it for years, but the name came up years ago, and I just thought that's such a brilliant name.
I love it.
It's a proper name, that.
So you were introduced as Switzerland McNaughty Horse, and then you just get
I
up
sort of was, and
then you
I didn't
do
end
your
up doing
impressions.
anything, really. I just did impressions for about an hour.
Love it.
But
Phil, listen, go on.
No, mate, crack on. Go on.
I was going to say one day, I know that this... Look, I know you've been on this show twice now, giving up a lot of time for me.
Come in, yeah.
One day, would you
Where
do
was I
that?
then, when he would come?
Next time. Next time I'll come in, mate, because that'll be better.
I would love that, mate.
Where do you live, Phil?
I live in down by the sea, mate, a place called Leon Sea.
Right,
we know it. We know it, yeah. Very well.
It's beautiful, mate, beautiful.
It's posh
lovely
now.
today, beautiful.
Posh now. Phil, it's an absolute joy
mate.
to speak to you.
Get out and do some kite surfing or something like that today, Phil.
I'm in the middle of that as we speak,
I
mate.
thought so. I could hear your voice wobbling.
Great to speak to you.
No, that's normal.
Right.
Lots of love,
Listen,
Phil.
boys, lots of love to you too, yeah?
All right, speak soon. Thanks,
Hello,
Phil.
lad.
Wonderful.
mate.
Phil
My pleasure.
Cornwell. Love it.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. The boy is mine, Brandy and Monica. That was Phil Cornwell. How about that?
Oh, that's
Wonderful.
ruined only by this song. That's one of them. What's one of them warbling songs, isn't it?
Oh.
They go, yeah. That's the equivalent of yodeling.
I don't like that.
Quivering.
It's called...
Quivering. It's like they're on the vinegar strokes.
That's... They were great, that band, weren't they? The Vinegar Strokes. I love
from
them.
New York City.
Oh, I love them.
They good hits, didn't
they? They would have shot straight to the top.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say. No, but the thing is about that, it's called noodling, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't.
I think it's called noodling.
It's a recognised
And
musical term.
I don't like it because it's like, why have you see them on the X Factor and what have you?
Yeah.
And there's a lovely song, a simple song, I don't know, off the top of my head, Isn't She Lovely, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't she lovely? That just goes 1, 2, 3, up and down again.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And they go 10 notes where one will do, isn't she lovely?
Do you know what they sound like? And this is going to be like...
An epileptic?
No, this is going to be controversial. Right?
Go on.
They sound like Merlin. Whenever he's like delivering a speech or
Merlin
something like that.
the
Merlin from,
wizard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he goes, you will... you know what I mean?
Oh, you've got that Merlin double CD, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
His greatest hits.
Doing talks about pulling swords out of rocks.
Oh, I
Good album, that should have done better than it did.
Oh, it really should.
It's a double album and all that. So you get your money's worth.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?
You
What would Simon Cowell say to that? No, he'd say.
Exactly.
What does he know?
Nothing.
Simon
Nothing,
Cowell, please, just get Merlin.
Yeah,
Give him a record
get
contract.
Merlin on.
Get Merlin. Ladies, can we get Merlin on?
Do you remember an advert from a few years ago? Yeah. It was with, what's his name?
Oh, Gareth Hunt.
No. What's his name?
Leslie Grantham.
No, what's his name?
Oh, you're thinking of Les Dawson.
No. She's
Danny DeVito.
Nah, Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole, yeah.
And it was for a bank. A big bank.
Go on.
Zurich Bank.
Zurich, yeah.
And it's with a little boy running with a rugby ball.
Yeah,
and
go on.
Peter O'Toole plays like Merlin.
I'm wondering what you're going to say. Go on.
I'm just talking
what
you
does it
through the
say?
advert.
Oh, yeah, go on.
And he wields a big hammer and he goes, "Can you forge a will of iron, my boy?"
Yeah.
Like that. And then he smacks the hammer into the earth and the little boy like runs with a rugby ball and sticks it on the ground. It's the worst advert I've ever seen, ever. And it ran for about 5 years, Barry.
Now, we've segued into this most hated adverts. We weren't going to talk
No,
about
we weren't going to do it because we don't want to prejudice any products. Because I want to get free stuff.
Well, I want to get free stuff, but this one, you won't get free stuff.
I can't get anything free from the Zurich Bank.
No.
Apart from pens.
A rugby
which
ball
I could
or a mallet.
nick myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that one? The one I don't like. Dun, 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 with that Go Compare thing. And it's like a robot and it goes, "Hello, I'm Go Compare."
No,
What does it
I think
mean?
you are attributing that advert to. It's not Go Compare.
Whatever it is.
Go Compare is Go Compare.
Oh, not that.
Not
It's
it.
another. And it's like a robot. It just doesn't work on. Well, it clearly
On
doesn't
any
work because I
level.
can't remember what the product
No,
is.
exactly. Yeah, it's one of them insurance ones, isn't
I
it?
hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it. It's a waste of my life, which frankly is limited. You know,
Yeah.
day count my day. I don't want to see it.
Don't want to watch that, do you?
See that?
Okay.
Anyone else hate that?
There's loads of adverts to hate, though, isn't there?
Oh,
There's
God.
loads of them.
Yeah, it's a hate. There's a number on the radio where, you know, I won't name the station, but there's a few of them on
Go
there.
on, name it.
I can't.
No,
I work for it occasionally. A peaceful package.
Well, you don't want to shit on your own doorstep, do you, Barry?
Well, I did do that before.
I
and
know
trust
you did,
me.
and it's a terrible mess when
Never,
you come out in
it's
the
a
morning.
mess. You come in the morning to pick up the milk off the doorstep. You
Slipping in it.
So that don't shit on your own doorstep. And the other one is don't piss on anyone's chips.
No,
I
because
tried that.
It's
and
rude.
It's rude, you know. And
Self-hazard.
you know, don't throw cold water over anything. That's another one that you should never do.
Apart from a fire.
Apart from a fire, that's
Which is
fine.
fair
you know.
enough, isn't it?
Don't fan the flames.
No.
I've tried that. All these
Yeah.
things.
Apart from a fire, unless you want to get it going on a camping trip.
Exactly.
Yeah, Barry, listen. I know you're like out in the evenings down the Legion, and that, especially
yes.
on a Monday.
On a Monday night, yeah.
But have you seen a programme on Channel 4 called The Island with Bear Grylls?
Oh, go on. Is it with the blokes?
It's good.
And they're men.
Oh, it's good, Barry.
And they're men who have to go out there and survive. Oh, they had to make a fire. Go on. What's it?
Oh, it's good.
These people.
I mean, there's like 12 or 13 blokes.
Yes.
And they bunged them on this island.
Island.
Like a desert island. I was doing an impression of you then.
That's it. Right.
And they have to survive with nothing but a couple of knives and 2-day survival train. Now, you can take your celebrity Get Me Out of the Jungle
But,
and your reality,
that's it.
and you can shove them. Because this one is something else.
Real fellas.
This is real fellas starving to death on an island. There is a real possibility that someone might die, and
brilliant.
I will watch that until the cows come home.
Occasionally, just occasionally, they get reality shows right, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking about the some of the wonderful reality shows. There's that one you mentioned.
Yeah.
There's that wonderful one, The Salon,
Oh,
where
that's
Cheryl
good.
Baker had a colonic live on telly.
That was good.
We really saw what she was made of,
Yeah,
didn't we?
that's
Literally.
right. Yeah, what was inside her?
We saw all sorts of dried faeces that, was going down the pipe. And then about a week later, she was on Celebrity Push You Out of a Plane. Do you remember that thing, Cheryl? And what I want to know is who was her agent? Because I've got to sign up.
Can I get
Can I get
involved
involved with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the island thing, they're normal people.
Oh, they're
and-
just normal, regular. One of them works in a call centre in Stockport.
Yeah.
One of them's like an ex-policeman.
Right.
One of them is he's a writer or something.
Some nonsense.
One of them's a neurosurgeon. What apparently is something to do with the brain.
Yeah.
And they stuck them on this bloody island.
Yeah.
And there's no food.
How do
And
they eat?
Well, for 4 or 5 days, they didn't.
Good
So they're
gosh.
all sitting around going, oh I'm going to chew my arm off. And then
would be-
one of them jumps on a crocodile and stabs it in the back of the head.
Killed it?
Killed it.
Did they eat it?
They did eat it, and boy,
God,
was they
blimey.
happy. Honestly,
Oh,
it's
no.
golden. It's
I bet
golden.
Someone cooked it and said, "Oi, make that snappy."
That's right,
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
I swear.
See you later, alligator. It wasn't alligator, it was a crocodile. It doesn't
Well,
work, doesn't matter.
But
we-
yeah, if you get the chance, Barry, if you could say in one Monday
Well,
night,
I've got me Pilates on Monday night down the Legion.
you judo.
And the judo.
Yeah.
What do you do? What are you doing midweek now? You're still doing your basket weaving?
No, I'm not. I'm doing something called Wing Chun.
Oh, what's that then?
Well, it's a martial art pioneered by the late Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's his own style, what he developed, and I'm trying to get involved with that because I don't know if you've ever seen a poster of Bruce Lee with
Yes, I
scratches
have.
on his face.
That's what you want on his chest, isn't it?
Well, he's got a couple on his chest, got one on his face, but have you seen his abs?
Yes, I have.
And I thought, well, I want some of that.
Let's see your abs. Put them out on the... Hold on, here. I'll lift your shirt up. Oh, there. There's not so much abs, is
No,
it?
that's why I'm doing Wing Chun, isn't
Oh,
it?
blimey.
Yeah?
Yeah, you want to
It's
do
more
a bit
like
more than Wing Chun.
Because at the moment they're blabs,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Lift that up off
Off the
there's
table.
a sandwich underneath that.
Go
Just
on.
lift that up. There you are, that's it.
Oh, blimey.
Bloody hell, mate. Yeah, you do need to get in the gym.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm in the gym now. But I must say, my movements are restricted.
Right, and what you think you're going to do then? You're going to
Well, I'm
go
going to run
into
around.
competitions?
Yeah, I'm
or-
going to enter competitions. You know, I'll punch someone in the face. That is because that's what they say on the leaflets.
It
Like,
will teach you to punch
punch
someone in the face.
face. Yeah.
Nice, I might have a go at that. One of my neighbours, next time he wants to borrow my lawnmower, don't bring it
right,
back.
yeah.
I've been doing Wing
Wing
Chun!
Chun, mate. And it says on the leaflet, after week 3, I'll be like qualified to punch someone in the face.
So
And
I want
so
the
here we go.
lawnmower back.
Yeah.
I want you to stop playing music all night, or I might have to do some of
Wing-
my
Wing Chun, man.
Wing
Wing
Chun.
Chun on
I do a Wing
Hong
Chun.
Kong Fooey.
I do a Hong Kong Phooey on you, Mr. Reginalds. Lives next door to me. And if you're listening, I'll have me
I'll
flipping.
have a fly mo back.
I have the fly mo back. Now, we've got coming up after this one, we've got a phone call.
Oh.
So if you want to take on the Wing Chun expert,
That's right. We are now qualified to punch someone in the face. So if you want a piece of that, mate, get on the line.
and if you want us to come out Edward Woodward style,
Yeah.
you know, the equaliser, we'll come out with our Wing Chun services.
Kick you in the face.
Eyes.
What we
Punch
got
you
now?
in the
Leg
tummy.
Kick you in the shins, mate.
Yes.
Yeah, kick you up the arse.
You wouldn't know what had
What
hit you.
you, mate? We're
This-
like a pair of assassins.
If this get, you could kill a man with a simple pressure to his throat,
Yeah, or a gun.
or a gun in the head.
the
It
temple.
teaches you to do that.
It does cheat. In a pamphlet, it says week 7, learn to
Kill
shoot someone in the back of the head.
If you want someone bumped off, speak to the Wing Chun
Association.
experts here
There we go.
on Fubar.
Oh.
Right, we like this.
Badly drawn boys.
Badly drawn boys. Silent side.
That man can play the piano, can't he?
Oh, of course he can. Silent side, badly drawn boy. What happened to him?
Featuring Chaz from Chaz and Dave.
Badly drawn boy. Is he still going?
Yeah, I think so. I think he can draw a little bit better.
I
now,
was gonna
though.
say
Changed
that.
his name.
Do you know what? We've got an email from Graham. Hello, Graham.
Hello, Graham.
He was ever so nice about Angelos, but he's so humble, Angelos, he didn't want me to read. Oh, he's gone all shy. He's blushing. Oh, he's blushing. Oh, he's blushing.
Yeah, well, you know.
Anyway, listen, Graham, thank you. And please email, and if anyone wants to email in, it's Barry and Angelos at FootballRadio.com. We got someone who's not emailed in, he's used the telephoning facility, and he should be there. Hello.
Hello there.
Is that James?
Hello, James.
It certainly is. Hello, guys.
Oh, so
Hi.
nice to hear your voice.
Have you phoned in before?
You've been on the...
No, I'm a first-time caller.
Oh, first, don't be nervous, James. We can hear the nerves in your voice. Don't be nervous.
Where are you phoning from,
All right,
James?
Where are you phoning from, you prat?
Okay, Plymouth.
Lovely.
I spent some time down there.
When you were in the Navy?
Yeah, do you know the Vitulers down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The family?
Yeah.
the
Joan and Reg Vitula.
Yeah.
No, I've been down there. And you catch the ferry over to that nice island. Is it near West Loo and East Loo or something like that?
Isle of Wight?
Yeah. Lovely place.
He's pretending he don't
He
really.
doesn't know what you're talking about, Barry.
Talking
How
about.
old
No,
are you?
Coal Sand and King Sand is down there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nice.
They got the Mary Rose down there, is that Portsmouth?
I don't know who she is.
The Mayflower you're thinking
I'm
of.
thinking of some boat.
James, you don't know much, do you?
No, not a lot.
What are you doing today apart from arsing around, talking to her?
Just after I've just finished uni for the day.
Oh, God. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose
nice.
you would have done,
You would, yeah. What are you studying?
Yeah.
Well, studying medicine.
Thank God, at
Gosh,
last.
someone who
half
can
decent.
contribute to
well
the country.
Well done, mate.
Only be a matter of time before you ship yourself off to America, won't it? Get the best dollar.
On the Mayflower.
Yeah.
Go on. And what can we help you with, son?
Well, I just wanted to check up on you guys, see if you're doing all right.
Is it medical experiments? Because I'm not doing that again.
I will.
Andros' head swelled up.
No, I'm willing to do that. How much you paying? I don't care what I test. You can pump whatever you like into me, mate.
It's like 30 pence, 50 pence for each drug.
I'm happy with that. I'll take 1,000 of them off you.
Yeah, you take 1,000 drugs off you.
Yeah.
Mate, what do you make? About £300?
That's 300 quid, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
What sort of thing could you give him? Botulism?
Well, yeah, I could get a crate of that. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, get a crate of it. I'll take as much of it as you can get.
30p
I've got the
away.
constitution of an ox, mate,
Yeah,
honestly.
yes.
There's nothing that could kill me. Test what you like on me. Test what you like on me.
The last time you done the testing, Angelos, what were the side effects that happened?
Well, the last thing they tested on me was the electric chair.
Oh,
yeah.
How did that go? Well, you're
It's
still
fine.
here, you know.
I'm fine, mate, yeah. It would have killed anyone else. But me, they were like, yeah, no, that's all right.
Did
that
they let
works.
you have a final meal?
Yeah, they did. I had lasagna and chips, and I had some Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I had a whole thing of that.
Oh,
and then afterwards, they let me take the chair home.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I've got it around the dining room table.
Oh, very nice.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. What could you give him to have then, James? What should he try? What do we need?
Yeah, what do we need more of?
More of.
Because I
What
hear
tests?
antibiotics are going down the plug hole.
That's true. I mean, therapy is a great start for...
Hold on,
Deal
mate.
with.
Hold on
I
a minute,
see,
mate. Hold on.
Therapy.
Do you mean
that's
talking therapies?
Yeah.
I see. And what sort of area do you think I could improve on then, James?
Well, I mean, I dare say.
Yeah, you dare say. I dare you to say. Go on. Say it.
We'll do a bit of wing
I
chun
know where
on
you
this
live.
fella.
I know where you live.
Oh, gosh, and you know my phone.
I know
Yeah,
where
we
your phone
do.
number. I know where you live.
We know what you're studying.
I can triangulate the coordinates to find out exactly where you are. So go on, tell me what I need.
Maybe some love.
I've got plenty of that, mate, and I'll pay 30 quid a week for it.
He's had someone who's really touched his heart.
She
And the end of his
loves
penis
me.
as well, a couple of
so,
times.
you know, you pay enough,
Say
mate.
that?
What?
Say what you like, mate.
So you like, son?
Yeah. All right, then.
We-
It's too late now, anyway.
Yeah, it's out now.
It's out now.
It's out in the public domain.
James, what can we help you with anything? What can we help you with?
I think we can, listening to you.
Well, to be honest, Just this sun. What should I do about the sun? It's a bit too sunny for me at the moment. What advice would you
Just
give me?
write that down.
please, Barry.
What can this joker do about the sun?
Firstly, but before we answer that, because it's going to take a few moments for us to Google that and to get some research for you, what particular brand of medicine are you studying?
Well, just a lot at the moment, and then depend on what kind of doctor I become, basically.
How many years into your course are you?
Finishing the second year now.
All right, okay. Listen, mate, I studied medicine for about 5 years before I decided it was a load of bollocks. So I think you've got a few more years before you have to really specialise. Is there an area that you would particularly like to look at? Because I tried gynecology and I thought I don't want to stare at that all day.
No.
Well, the thing is, if you have too much of it, it can put you off it, can't it?
It's like working in a chocolate factory.
Well, he did. That was the second term you did the chocolate factory, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But when he basically got the sack as a gynaecologist. Yeah, his face didn't fit.
No.
But the thing is, I have been looking up about the sun, by the way.
Oh.
And all I can say to you is make sure you do wear a lot of protection because it's very dangerous. Me and my wife Margaret went off to Spain recently, and I put we were wonderful. We were kissing and cuddling on the sand, making love in the hot sun, and I made sure she was covered in a factor 50. And she said to me, Barry, would you spray all over me back? Which I did, and now I've got a court case coming up in Torremolino. Indecency.
She's saying because she's your wife.
I'm entitled to do that. I'm not
allowed to do that.
So just be careful of the sun, particularly down there.
Let's find out a little bit more about this fella. So how old are you?
21.
How much money have you already pumped into your education?
Oh, don't ask.
I am asking.
Yeah, I know. I apologise. 20 grand, I guess.
20,000.
And when you become a doctor, how much will you be on?
Not enough.
Well, how much?
Well, I don't know. Let's say, I don't know, 20 grand a year.
20 grand a year? No.
Yeah.
What? Rubbish. Well, I wouldn't trust a doctor being paid 20 grand a bloody year. What, how much could you earn after 10 years? How much will you be on then?
It goes up a bit then after the training. Sky's your limit, really.
Oh, that's what I like.
Angelos,
21 grand?
21
Angelos takes about 21 grand home here, and he don't even have a job. He's signing on for...
No, he's signing on in free offices.
Offices?
Yeah.
I expect more.
Yeah.
£21,000?
Not bad for doing fuck all.
That's what you want to do, mate. Are you going to be a GP or specialise in...
He's not decided yet.
Being a GP is quite nice, I suppose, isn't it? You can sit in your cosy little office, but you have to see a lot of patients. That's the issue.
You'd rather be on the golf course, wouldn't you, and get your beeper going off. So can you come and sort this bloke's brain out, wouldn't you?
Exactly, yeah.
Well, look, listen, best of luck, son.
Yeah,
we got to finish the show soon.
Oh, a shame.
Oh, guys, it's been a pleasure.
I know it has. You were very lucky,
You're
boy.
very lucky, fella.
Very lucky.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. So, put the factor 50 on.
Yeah, that's it. Get an umbrella.
Get an umbrella. Shove a burqa on. Stay out the sun.
Stay indoors.
But above all, get a flipping jog, mate. All right. Ta-da.
Bye-bye.
Well, he was very nice.
Yeah,
look, we're nearly finished, haven't we? We've only got about, 7 minutes. So do you want to just run through we've got on next week?
Yes, we've got Dr. Robert Winston coming on.
He's coming in with David Van Day to talk about
the surrogacy issue. Debate that in the studio.
We've got Gemma Anderton, who I was very excited. I thought we were meeting. Turns out it was Sophie Anderton.
Who was just as nice.
And in fact, it's Gemma Arterton anyway.
Oh, well,
we've got
Art Garfunkel.
We've got Tony Hart off of...
Oh, yeah, and Mr. Bennett. He's coming in with Mr. Bennett as well.
Apparently, they've arrested Morph, another 70s TV star. Apparently, he's a paedophile. And we've also got next week...
Fabulous,
Fabulous, that's an old joke.
Yeah.
We've got
the fella that runs the circus, what's his name?
Oh, Mr. Zippo is coming on.
He's coming circus.
We've got a man who's coming on with a parrot.
Oh, yeah. Long John Silvers.
Long John Silvers is coming in.
He's coming in, isn't he?
Dickie Davis can't make it, but Frank Boff is coming.
He's coming
with
in
a spring onion up his arse.
Socks and garters on. Suspenders.
He's coming. No, we're not. Frank
he's not going to come on any of that because we could well be libelous.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Tom Cruise.
He'll be in as always. As always, Tom Cruise.
Huggy Bear.
Huggy Bear.
Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch. Fred Dinage off of How and Southern Counties News.
Steve Naive. Who we don't know who he is. But
my mate Richard Sachs's friend Stephen Peterman will be coming in. I can't remember what he does. And all sorts of people.
They're all welcome.
They're all welcome, one and all. But I hope you've enjoyed this week.
The show.
We've had
a good time.
Oh, it's a good time.
But we've got to go home because I've got to get up early in the morning to walk all the way to St Albans because I'm signing on there tomorrow.
Okay, so excuse him that. I'm going to Wing Chun.
Oh, you're going to?
I'm going to try a Wing Chun.
Yeah, look, have a look at the pamphlet.
I'm going to try. That's clearly you just shaking a newspaper.
Yeah, you're not playing.
I'm playing it. I'm going to... Yeah, that's the pamphlet there. Wing Chun. I'll have Wing Chun, chicken tikka masala.
Number 23.
Number 23. Really running out of jokes now. It's a shame Richard Herring came in to hear this poor quality end to the show. He's in the other room. He's shaking his head out of desperation or sympathy.
I can't believe we're even doing this.
We're just playing out the last few minutes. Who do we have on today? We had Sophie Anderson. We've done all that. Listen, if you want to get in touch with Barry and Angelos at fubarradio.com, and we will be going home very, very shortly.
We just got shit out the last couple of minutes.
We're just
going to hang on here for a moment.
We're basically just giving it a shake, getting the last few drips off.
Few drops out.
I'm kicking it dry, you know me.
All over me shoes.
And then we're just going to reach over, press the smaller button of the two. I don't think we can go now, I've been told. Thank God for that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for... we played this last time. Remember this?
Which one?
We love this.
What is it?
Justified and Ancient.
Oh, we didn't play that one. We played another KFC.
This is Tammy Wynette in this.
I like this one about ice cream vans.
That's it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Oh, sorry, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,